I now have the end stream button and not the reconnecting button. Anywho.
Oh, there we are.
Yep. Hello? We're back!
So yes, Sierra was suggesting that if you also were looking for abyssals and fiends and abominations, to maybe also delve into the religion section.
Okay, maybe we each take a section, Baz, and we just sort of take a bit of time researching. I'll take the religion section. I've not spent much time there before. I wouldn't mind, getting to know it a bit better. And you could take. I mean, where else should we be looking? Like beasts and creatures of this plane. Okay.
Something with large feet.
Yes, right.
All right.
Or long hands.
Roll me investigations.
Okay.
I don't know why I went to go roll.
I'm fucking. The glasses are going on. This is my turf, baby.
Yes.
Can't I just roll deception? Fake it till you make it, guys. Come on.
Yeah, Vaz just over there feeding false information.
Fakes an investigation
Like,
check.
I know what this
deception.
is. It's a Jabberwocky.
It's a Jabberwocky.
Is it?
It's Bigfoot, guys.
Yo, when did we get the Loch Ness Monster stat?
My
I think,
investigation should be high. Oh, it's because I don't have. So I'm just gonna do dash roll 20 because my character sheet doesn't have my glasses on it.
Okay.
1d20. Okay, and then we'll do it one more time. 20. So it's okay. So it's gonna be a 26.
26. Holy shit. Also, fun fact, Jabberwocky does have
Is that a creature?
a 5e
Yep.
stat block.
Yeah.
Yes.
God.
Not that that's
I mean, of course
what
it
you
does.
guys
Not
are
that that's
facing.
the enemy or anything,
Okay. So we had a 14 on the creature side and a 26
Yeah, 26.
on the religion side. I'm just gonna save some time. Unfortunately, on the creature side, Baz, really nothing springs to mind. Like there's Rakshasa, which has
Right.
strength and claws, and like elongated tiger-like feet. There are again sects of lichen who could possibly fit the description. There's some unnatural creatures, but though they might have one or two of the attributes, they don't have all the attributes, and you're not getting that any of these creatures would really be what you guys are after. Herbert, however, in your fucking zone, in your field, got your glasses on, you've got piles of books next to you, and you immediately call over to other people to grab some more books. You start delving down a rabbit hole of not only abyssal creatures, fiends, daemons, and devils, but you also start looking into demonic princes.
Ooh.
And
Hate it.
the lengths some of their devout few would go through to bring them to the physical plane.
Oh, we're talking about cultist shit. Okay.
Oh.
And how sometimes these transformations might leave a hybrid, or maybe sometimes transformations take longer than others. How a great amount of power would be needed to do so. To, complete bringing their demonic prince to this plane.
Okay, so I'm trying to pass through that. What I'm seeing is that this could be part of some sort of like the removal of body parts and stuff like that. That could be like part of a ritual, is what you're saying.
Removal of body parts have been denoted in rituals before, but like it has been denoted in rituals before. Sometimes the meatier or more important parts of creatures or aspects, some deities or other creatures would weigh like your heart against the feather and things like that. So every organ has a purpose. Every organ has something to play in effect for various ceremonies and rituals. The only consistent organ that you guys have seen so far would be liver.
Okay. And does that mean anything to me?
Not so much on the ritual side. Livers are. Oh, sorry.
What I don't understand is how does it connect? Like, it seems like people go to great lengths to. I guess. What would this creature be in that sort of string of things? Like that there's some sort of hybrid creature out there that's like half human, half devil prince?
Possibly.
Like that is being transformed? Interesting.
I like to think that Baz and Herbert found like a table together in the library, and Herbert's like deep in this book, and Baz is like the ADHD kid, like leaning back in their chair, like staring at the ceiling for extended periods of time.
That might be
Just
it.
not finding anything.
Yeah. So there's what I'm getting is that there's like a great deal of energy that's required to bring, that would be required to bring a sort of devil prince or like a being from the hells forth to this earth.
Yeah. A great deal of arcane and like energy, magic would be required to complete this ritual. It would take a lot of time. Sometimes the vessel chosen wouldn't even be the proper one, and the vessel would die, thus failing the ritual.
Okay. And what about, like, specifically looking for, like, rapier-like wounds, elongated human footprints, what else? Like, rancid smell. That, like...
You figure the rancid smell probably has something to do with the abyssal or demon fiend. That's why it smells corrupt, vile, and evil, made of pure, not okay stuff.
Okay.
Sorry, I have a physical book in front of me now.
No, I appreciate. I'm trying to like suss this out too. Like I'm trying to go actual Herbert Wellfleet investigator mode, try to figure out like, what we're dealing with. Okay. Would the vessel, when you refer to a vessel, like is that speaking of like?
You do find with that role, I'll say that you do find a book that does not tell you how to, but has research and findings of what people found. Cultists deep in the mountains who put together rituals, who kidnapped a villager in the night and forced them to undergo this ritual in order to become the perfect vessel to bring forth this demon prince to this plane. Transformations and breaking of bones, ripping of skin, and until eventually either the vessel was perfect and the demon prince was fully able to materialize in this form or on this plane, or if the vessel was imperfect and it would come across as this sort of hybrid until eventually the vessel would die. Sometimes this taking over would take months. Sometimes this taking over would take a week. It all depended on the struggle between the vessel and the demon prince and the amount of magic energy summoned in order to complete this ritual.
Did we see at the crime scene? Was it just footprints walking away?
There was it was elongated, unnaturally thin and elongated human-like feet.
But it was only those footprints didn't come towards the body. It was just
no. They just kind of appeared, stepped around a bit, and then disappeared again, didn't they?
I would say you saw them walking towards the body, and then they kind of vanished.
Okay.
That's all it was.
Wait, they walked towards the body and then vanished.
Mm-hmm.
The footprints walked towards the body and then they vanished. Like at the body, they vanished.
Yep.
Okay, that's that theory out the window. Okay. Interesting.
Is there any other leads you wanted to chase? Maybe looking into specific demon princes?
Sure, if that's something that I can get here at the library, sure.
Yeah, if you want to roll me another investigation.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's go, glasses!
Just like
You got
that well-known thing they have in the library, the Demon Prince section.
Yeah,
He's
right.
No,
got-
I mean
he's
he's
got
in the
them back.
religious section, right?
Yeah, I'm in the religion section.
Oh god, I'm having trouble keeping tabs on all these fucking pages.
Holy shit.
There's only 10 pages.
Nat
of Oko.
20?
That's a 29.
That's a
Fuck me. Okay, one second.
Ooh, maybe we got a stew going.
You got a what going?
Stew. Never mind. It's from Arrested Development.
Okay.
Oh, maybe we got a stew going.
Fuck, I keep
Anyway.
losing my pages.
20.
I'm gonna say some names that stick out to you. Yeah, we'll keep
Yeah.
that. So you have Dolores, who is the nightmare queen of detachment, dispassion, and pain. You have Lamashtu, who is the female deity of madness, monsters, and nightmares.
Sorry, can
You-
you say the name again?
Lamashtu. So
Okay.
Lamashtu.
Madness and nightmares.
Yeah.
Great.
You have Sifkesh, that's Sifkesh, who is the female demon lord of despair, heresy, and suicide. And then lastly, let me find one more page. It's in alphabetical order. Come on. There we go. And then lastly, you have Shax, who is the male demon lord of envy, lies, and particularly violent or sadistic murders.
Oh.
Sounds promising.
Oh,
And,
bye,
and
Beth.
these rituals,
Oh,
these rituals would be to summon them directly.
Yes, to summon them to
display.
take over a human, or a humanoid vessel or host, a mortal vessel or host.
And when they do that, it is taking control of the human body, or it is spawning out of the human body.
Taking control
Okay.
with that
Interesting, 'cause-
nat fucking 20.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So it doesn't entirely. So Baz, I have a lot.
What?
Yeah,
Well-
after books spread all across the table.
Baz is starting to
montage of
drift
me
off in their chair.
I
Just
pulled
falls
out one of
over.
these. Okay. I have quite a bit of information. I think I have a lot to go on, Paz. I don't have answers, but I have theories. I think we have a much better idea of what's going on and where to look next. Actually, let me dive back in again, and then I dive back in again for a second. I want to see, like, are
3
those,
hours
like,
later.
yeah. I just want to, like, it in practice, like cultists who follow these demonic princes. You know what I mean? Like people who follow in their footsteps. Is there a tendency to like meet in groups? Is it like we found them in, you know, demonic circles in a basement or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it
cultists
gatherings?
tend to be part of cults,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
do
yeah.
meet to
What?
enact rituals and.
Cultists in a cult?
I guess I mean, like,
Sorry, you were
what they're
saying.
I'm assuming that each one of these different I keep wanting to say Daedric. I've been playing too much Skyrim in my
Same. I
past
keep thinking of a date
Um,
difference.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. These fiendish lords, do they have different cults? Like, do the cults practice different things? Do you know what I mean? Like,
They do. I'm not gonna make you roll again because that nat 20.
thanks.
I very much favor nat 20s. So let's see.
You don't have to tell me like everything, but I guess I mean like, if there's anything that stands out that we could actually like look for. Do you know what I mean?
That look for? Oh, okay. So let me see if I can just shorten the requirements.
Yeah. If there's nothing, it's sort of like, they meet in, dark alleys and you'll never
Yeah.
find them.
Oh yeah,
which
so
is fine, but...
followers of Dolores, in order to show their devotion, have to take small daggers or other sharp implements and insert them into humanoid-shaped dolls while completing a mantra, praising their demon queen.
Okay.
Then Lamashtu, her obedience.
This is exactly what I was asking for. Yeah, like the religious practices
Yeah,
of
yeah.
those that follow the... Yeah, thank you.
Sacrifice an unwilling living creature in the name of Lamashtu. Draw the
Oh.
process out to inspire maximum terror or suffering in your victim.
That's for Lamash, too.
Yeah, yeah. Ugh. Sorry, you guys probably hear me fucking turning the pages of this book here.
Oh, it's cool that this information exists.
For Shax, perform an autopsy on a creature killed within the last 24 hours using your bare hands and as little tools as possible. And for Sifkesh, perform a ritualized suicide by first scribing a note lambasting your enemies and then pretending to kill yourself via a strangulation or cutting.
Okay.
Man, this is just getting so much better.
This is why I wanted to go over everyone's boundaries, because a lot of this is
Yeah, it's
Ew.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Awesome, though. Okay.
Baz is just frozen time over there.
Yeah,
Blinking,
2 hours later, I come
menacing.
back up out of the book again. And I'm like, okay, no, Beth, I think I've done all the research I can do today. My eyes are like bloodshot red. I haven't blinked in like the last 2 hours. I have, there's so much here. I would love to share it with the group. I think we probably ought to get back to the guard tower. But I'll wait to say it till we're with everyone. And then I'll proceed to tell Baz everything.
I'm at the guard tower just resting my head on the table, depressed I couldn't catch up to Gookie.
for sure. Speaking of the guard tower, if you guys are done at the library,
Yes.
who is back at the guard tower? Monica and
Probably-
Hi?
Me, because
Yeah.
I'm asking Bull about getting extra patrols on the docks for safety.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to be heading back after I've met up with my friend.
Okay. So Monica and Ty are the ones who are going to be in the guard tower for most of this. Monica showing up soon after Ty, I assume, after Monica tried to keep up with Gookie. And Ty and Herbert had the opportunity to go to Clarity Cafe. So you wanted to talk to Commander Bull about getting extra patrols. She's in her office, and she looks up as you walk in. I must admit that after that incident we had on the docks with that one fisherman, a few other folks around the docks have been rather aggressive, short with guard. It's a little staggering. Though that fisherman tried to push past you guys, there was a few number of gentlemen who attempted to overpower a paladin. We are doing our best keeping extra patrols down there, but I'm starting to think that maybe you guys might need extra protection as well. Especially if you're going to be going down and continuing your investigation and possibly talking with people.
I don't need protection. I'm big
Yeah.
and strong.
This
I
was
mean, you can
something that
make
I'd
yourself
spoken
look big and
to
strong.
about with the others beforehand. So I'm glad to see that you do agree. Perhaps I can. I mean, I don't sleep that much, as you know, being a full-blooded elf. So perhaps I can lend my time for patrols down there as well.
I appreciate the effort, but no offense, I know that your talents definitely lie more in dexterous capability than strength.
I'm gonna
Great.
assume I turn to Bull and I'm like, so I assume you have someone in mind for this?
Well,
Already?
there was somebody that you all worked with recently, and Tyrendale mentioned wanting to get to know them a little bit more. Would you be opposed if I grabbed or borrowed the intention of Paladin Sinar?
So,
Oh.
the Dragonborn.
Good old Sonar.
The Dragonborn, yes.
Saved a child.
Ah,
Seems like a cool guy.
Yeah, he was he certainly has talent about him.
Yes, from the reports you guys told it afterwards, he does seem devout to his cause and capable of holding his own and protecting others.
Yeah, I think he'd be a great fit.
Okay, I will summon him, and you guys can brief him on everything so far. Just take a few moments. Is there anything else you need of me?
Do we have like a requisitions person in the tower, that can get things for me? I don't mind paying for them, but do we have that kind of capability?
Yes, we could send somebody out, maybe a squire or a scribe. What are you looking for?
Bigger set of armor.
Sorry,
I've had-
you want to upgrade your armor?
Yeah, I've had this leather armor a long time, and with things changing, I'm thinking maybe a slightly stronger set might be something that I'm in the market for now.
Okay, we can send a squire out to get that. What did you have in mind?
Well, it's either studded leather because that's one better, and I think that fits. I think that fits more to the protection I'm looking for, because otherwise I'm going up into breastplate, which feels like it's a little heavy.
A little heavy, yeah.
Oh.
All right.
I can wear it. I actually can wear breastplate because I'm proficient in light and medium armors. But
I'm not allowed to wear anything metal.
I just feel that the breastplate doesn't really fit how I like to behave in combat. But
Yeah,
some
if
studded
you're-
leather armor, I feel.
If you're looking for something not enchanted, a studded leather armor would definitely do the trick.
Oh, maybe I'll go and visit. What's that guy's name?
Which guy?
Monica, you remember the guy
enchanted-
from?
oh, the
yeah,
enchanted
the
enchanted
Okay,
guy.
so Ficus is still here. Why did his feed cut out?
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, that's so weird.
Did you accidentally close it?
I think
No.
I must have no, I may have accidentally closed the tab.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
That's
how
okay.
I didn't I don't think I touched anything there. Oh, let's
Yeah,
do that.
the enchanter from the enchantments place. Maybe
Maybe he could probably make it a little better for you.
yeah, maybe he might have something that's of note. I'll go and see him later. But failing that, would
Did you
a
want
set
to
of
hold off
studded
on
armor be-
purchasing studded armor then until after you've gone to this enchanter?
yeah. I hadn't thought about him actually, but maybe I'll go and view him first.
For sure.
View him first, see him first.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go grab Paladin Sinar. Send him up your way.
Sure,
So,
excellent.
Jebel, where are you this fine
Hello.
morning?
Hey,
What time of day is it at the current moment?
It's probably getting on. We'll call it 7 a.m.
7 a.m. So, Sanar would probably be in his quarters at the current moment in his home. Just, he probably would have gotten finished with making his breakfast, doing his morning routine, and he'd probably be perhaps in the middle of praying.
Middle of praying. Okay. You hear a familiar voice in your head, Liza from the front desk at the guard tower. Sinar, Commander Bull is requesting your presence at the guard tower. Apparently, the investigators need some extra, and it just cuts out.
Poor Liza,
Right.
stuttering.
I'm going to remove.
So now he's gonna get up.
feed.
Finish.
Sorry, for some reason the rules aren't showing up on this overlay. I'm just fixing it right now.
No worries.
You continue.
Okay. So, Sanar would probably nod his head. He would probably send back a message going, "All right, on my way." Stand up from his prayer, finished off, don his usual outdoor attire, and make his way towards the guard tower.
Okay. And are you walking there, or are you catching a carriage in any way, shape, or form?
I'll walk there.
You'll walk. Okay. As you walk there, hold on, I just need to try to grab something here. As you walk there, it is early morning in winter, so it's cold, but your vestments, your robe, and your armor keep you warm as you trudge through Midtown and eventually make your way to Hightown to the guard tower. You live in the center of Midtown, or are you closer to Lowtown? I forget where we agreed there.
I think we said like center of Midtown.
Center of Midtown? Okay. You make your way through, and businesses are starting to open up for the day. Eventually, you make your way to the guard tower. There you are met by Liza at the front desk. And she looks up happy that you got her message, or at least her meaning. Oh. Sorry guys, I'm doing some behind the scenes. Not so much behind the scenes, because apparently I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And she sends you up to Commander Bull's office. As you go into Commander Bull's office, you're met with the familiar older human woman with her white hair pulled back in a very tight bun, the scars across her face that she wears publicly. And she gives you a smile on her worn human face. So, have you heard any whisperings about what we found on the docks this morning?
That is a good question. Would I?
Probably not.
I probably would because I'm. Oh no. Okay, fair enough. No, I'm not aware.
There was a body found this morning, and there is a heightened, unusual amount of aggression with the denizens around the docks. And as my investigators go through and do their best to uncover this new mystery, I worry that they are going to need protection.
Hey, Herbert's back.
Hey!
Hello.
Ah, understood. Heightened aggression, did you say?
Yes, we had a number of dock hands and fishermen do their best to overpower a paladin. It seems that they're unwilling to communicate properly, they're filled with rage, they're shouting, they're paranoid. There's something more than meets the eye down there. And though my investigators are a capable group, I do worry about them.
Understood, Commander. So, what will you have me do?
I will have you accompany them and protect them.
Understood.
All right. They are just through those doors there. Allow them to fill you in on everything so far.
Understood. Thank you very much, Commander. And with that, I will take my leave into the next room.
Okay. You go into the next room, and I'm going to say Ty and Monica are there, and maybe Gookie at this point as well.
Ah, Darendelle, Monica, it's a pleasure to meet you again.
Oh, shoot.
I hold out my hand to Senar. It's a pleasure to see you again.
I shake his hand.
Her hand.
How's the work of the? Sorry.
Yeah, Monica.
Sorry,
Monica's her.
my bad.
Yeah.
Monica's yeah, absolutely. I should reach out and shake Monica's hand. How's the work at the orphanage?
They're doing well lately. We've been
That's
fixing
good.
things
That's
up
good.
little by little. I've been helping tend to the children.
Fantastic. I would be along a little bit more often, but duty calls.
You're not wrong. I've just had a little bit more free time until, as you can see now.
Indeed. I'm gonna hold my hand out to Tyrandel.
He'll shake it. Sonar, good to have you on board.
Feels a little chilly.
Yeah, cold hands because, you know.
I do apologize.
How are
I'm
things?
still
How have you been doing?
troubleshooting.
Oh, it's not been too bad, thank you. Not been too bad. The same thing, different day.
Yeah. How much did Commander Bull fill you in on?
Well, they explained the situation so far in that there's been some unrest at the docks, unusually so, over a body that's been discovered.
Yes, quite a brutal murdering. Tore a woman clean in half.
Stole some organs.
And,
Yep, stole some organs. Not really much, not a huge deal to go on, aside some of the organs were missing and it didn't leave any tracks. But Herbert and Baz are down at the university trying to turn up what clues they can.
So if you're thinking that this isn't one of the citizens that did this?
We don't believe so. We think
Something unnatural is at work
Yeah.
here.
Monica said that the tracks disappeared into
The lake.
the water at the
harbor
harbour.
thing.
So perhaps something of amphibious kind.
The tracks disappeared into the harbor.
Yeah,
Interesting.
straight off the dock.
So what we're saying, yes, absolutely, could be something amphibian, or at least a very good swimmer.
Yeah, although
All I know is when I went to get the scent, it was definitely something extremely dark and not of this plane.
Out of this plane, okay. Well,
either way, it prompts cause for definite concern.
indeed it does.
Hopefully,
well, I will
Herbert
do
will
what
have
I can. Hopefully. Oh, speaking of, I don't believe we've met. I'm going to turn to Gookie. My name is Sanar.
You
I'm
are
from the
approached.
Paladins of the city.
You are approached by a large, towering humanoid creature who wears the vestments of the guard along with plate mail, and his face is obscured by what you would know as a plague doctor mask.
I'm gonna be sorting through papers, kind of throwing them out of my cave. I'm gonna be like, yeah, sure, shake the hand of the second toad. Leave me alone. I'm talking to you. This is important to me. You don't understand. I'm gonna pop my head out and just kind of look at him, scratch the scars on my body, and then just pop back in, continuing to throw papers out and God, deal with the man. I don't. Human man didn't look. Just figuring this out. Damn it! What is
Just
it?
in case you weren't here when it was originally described, Jebel, Gookie's essentially got like a little cave around his desk. like just an
I love that.
actual rocky cave with moss and other plant life that thrives around water and darkness.
Yeah, and there's a little pond on top with a small toad wearing a toadstool hat, who kind of always is peering outward, who probably at this point is now looking up at you, kind of, with its normal kind of toad look, just.
I turned to Sinar and I'm
Okay.
like, forgive him, Sinar. This is extremely important for him. Apparently it's,
Oh,
I guess, related to a cold case back then that he's been talking about for... Does Monica know how long? I don't know how long.
Monica.
At least as long as you've been there.
Yeah, Monica's the more. I mean, I guess Sinar is technically the more recent addition, but Monica's been there for about 8 months, and Gookie was there for about 6 months before Monica joined. So that is a year and a bit.
year and a half.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is very important to him, and he's... What's
He's
the word
having a
I'm
tough
looking
time
for?
at the moment.
Yeah, he's not in the best spirits.
No, I understand. If it's important to him, then I won't ask why. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm sorry, I didn't get his name.
He is Gookie.
Gookie. It's a pleasure to meet you, Gookie.
I say maybe
Yeah.
at. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Like I said, shake the hand of the toad. He'll deal with everything. Just
It's my secretary.
quit bothering me. I have to find that frickin' God. Where's that God frickin' paper?
The rotund toad on top of the cave looks up and gives a half-filled
Extends his
croak
head.
before extending his amphibian hand.
How big is that in comparison to my hand?
Very
You could
tiny.
probably wrap around one of your claws, essentially.
I will offer a single claw then.
Just,
Yeah, the toad's just like,
Yeah, shakes the claw.
and then
Yeah, oh my god, that was a very good toad
That was
croak.
a
Who
really
did
good
Who
that?
did that?
oh, that was me.
Oh my god!
wow, Karinga, that was
Fuck,
impressive.
okay.
God.
I'm a man of mysterious talents. Don't worry.
Yeah,
about
apparently so. That was real good.
Alright, let's say we have maybe Baz and Herbert joining soon after.
Who don't know about this, so there's just going to be a dragonborn in the office.
I'll let you know.
Oh,
I've
hello.
never tried to do that before.
Yes, you guys see a very tall, imposing humanoid gentleman who obscures his features with a plague doctor mask, wearing the vestments of the guard and well-polished plate mail, a large shield on his back, and a sword at his side.
Broadsword, yeah.
I love
Hello,
that.
you are very tall.
Hello, you are average size. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I love
And then I'll like look around at Ty and be like, why is this person in our office?
This is Sonar. Sonar has been assigned to our group to give us extra protection in these trying times. So he'll be working with us for a while.
Are you okay, Gringa?
just the coughing fits. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm just dying a little bit. It's okay.
Okay.
If you
As
don't mind
I'm
me
sitting over here just vaping.
Sorry, was that
I'm like,
Ficus?
if you don't mind me asking, why the mask?
Personal reasons.
Okay.
Herbert's scared of the mask.
A bit, yeah.
He's like one of those kids who's just scared of anyone wearing a mask.
Well, if I don't see your face, I don't see your eyes.
Ooh.
If I can't see your face, then I can't make your face. So,
Yeah, that's tough.
I'm gonna pop my head out and look at Herbert. Look, if the gecko wants to wear a mask, let him wear a mask. Just get back to the work at hand.
Gecko?
Speaking of that, Herbert, Baz, did you turn up anything?
Yes, Geeky, we have quite a bit of information. I'll sort of pat my notebook. We've been researching all day. Well, all morning at least. I have quite a lot to tell all of you.
Oh, please.
Give it to the leaf licker, and he'll pour over it, and we'll figure this out.
The leaf licker.
who's the leaf
Who's
licker?
the leaf licker?
The leaf licker.
Which one of us licks leaves?
Do you mean?
I mean, I
gloves?
haven't tried it, but
I don't know.
Is it gloves? Oh my god, did you just call the elf the leaf licker?
Oh,
Yeah, I looked up D&D
You
racial
do realize
slur
that your
generator.
DM is an elf, right?
Jesus.
yeah, you
I didn't
would
call
say
you
Rocks
a leaf
fall.
licker. Look, I had to come up with a good one. I'm mad. I'm mad. Okay.
Look, frustrations
That's
do
cool,
not
but
excuse
yeah.
racial slurs. Stop it.
Yeah.
frustrated or bonkers?
Gookie, you want to come
Both.
out here and listen to what we found out?
No, I need to find this dog paper.
Do you want some help?
It's here somewhere.
Okay. Well, while Geeky's
I'm gonna
busy-
go over to the cave and like try to duck my head in to see if I can help Gookie at all.
So,
Ficus, you were saying?
No.
Herbert,
Right.
what did you
yeah.
find?
So quite a bit. And I'll go through all of the information that we went through already because I did that.
Yeah, because we all heard it anyway.
Yeah. And then I'll also say, I think it's possible that our culprit is some sort of human who's been transformed in some way by this evil, right? I think it's possible that this is some sort of perhaps a cultist who's leaned in to the darkness as they try to summon their fiendish lord, right? It's also possible, and we may have considered this briefly, but more possible to me now that maybe we should be investigating some of those people who work on the docks. That perhaps they have something to do with this, as it doesn't seem so much like this creature was necessarily aquatic as it escaped by means of the docks. Does that make sense?
So you're saying that... Oh, sorry.
No.
So you're saying that the people in docks could be involved with this?
I'm saying they could be some of the cultists, some of the people who are looking for a vessel for their fiendish lord, if you will.
Hmm.
Don't suppose that any of these ritual activities or whatever we're putting this down to causes increased aggression in people in the nearby areas.
What do you mean?
Commander Bull said after we left, the dockworks and stuff tried to overpower the guards and are very aggressive, like outside of what reasonably the population here usually is.
Well, I'm not sure, but if this creature is being summoned, if this fiendish creature is being summoned, it's possible that it has a scope of influence beyond just those who are trying to summon it. Do you know? Like, it's possible that those feelings reverberate in this world. I'm not sure that is the case, or if those dark workers were just angry about getting to their work, or if they are indeed the cultists we're looking for. But to be honest with you, I'm not really sure where else to look besides perhaps those who near the docks where we saw that scent disappear to.
Yeah, I mean, aside short of breaking down everyone's doors and doing house searches, I guess the only thing we can do is, I don't know, hide and look to see if we can catch anything at night.
Well, we could do I don't know.
Good old-fashioned stakeout.
We may need a warrant for this, but we could maybe get an overarching warrant to do a bit of reconnaissance on the boats and docks, things like that. See if we can find any paraphernalia around.
Yeah, I think you should take this information to Bull and tell her as well.
Sure,
Herbert,
absolutely.
you did say they potentially needed strong magics for this, right?
Well, yes, it will take a lot of energy, of magical energy, to bring this creature into this world. Yes.
Bringing that up, I'm going to bring up the mission where we fought the... What is it? It was the drow. I actually remembered for once. Yay, brain. Wouldn't they potentially... What is it? The Talon Sonar could potentially have a play at this?
That's the criminal organization, right?
Yes,
I don't remember if it's
the
a
ivory
criminal.
talons.
It's what?
Oh, sorry, I interrupted Sonar.
No, I was just asking. The Talon Sonar,
Oh.
you're speaking of the criminal organization, right?
Yes, I am. The ivory talons.
What? Oh, the Ivory Talons. Yes. What makes you think that they would be involved?
The fact that one of the spellcasters involved, I believe, was a decently strong with magic power.
Well, there are a number of
Decently strong.
high-level casters in the city. If they
Yeah.
were using
But
abyssal magics or hellish magics, that's a different story. But
I mean, they did
also,
summon. Well, they actually did summon a demonoid, kind of.
It was a
fiend.
closet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A fiend.
fiendish creature. Okay.
interesting. This
I've been
also does
waiting.
lend credence. Does also lend credence to the reason why they will be abducting children.
Exactly.
If they're
Sonar, can
trying.
I get you to roll a wisdom check?
A wisdom check. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Alrighty.
I've been waiting to share this information since he showed up.
And suddenly, like, oh well, okay, never mind them. And then suddenly he turns and kills everybody
Wow.
in the room.
The
Yeah.
first time I remembered information thoroughly.
So your information on the Ivory Talons, you know that their reasoning for abducting younger or even indoctrinating folks into their organization isn't for purposes of demon summoning or cultist acts. It's more so what they would call talent seeking. They're looking
It's
for
child soldiers, is what you're saying.
they're looking for, people who show exemplary like talents that can be groomed and fine-tuned into what their organization would benefit from.
I don't think that the Ivory Talons would be necessarily in relation, could have any hand in this. They're not exactly the type to do cult-like activities. They may very well be well versed in magics and things like that, but they're not looking for. And from what I understand so far, they're not actively seeking out summoning a deity, or at least kidnapping children to summon deities.
I only bring it up because you said they've returned recently. Maybe they've changed.
Well.
I don't know. It's just a theory.
It's a good thought.
It's a theory,
It's a good thought.
absolutely.
What I'm thinking they're doing right now is they're either, I think they're making, but I think they're both looking for a vessel to host their lord, as well as committing the acts required of them to show their loyalty to this lord. So perhaps this woman was considered as a vessel, and then instead used as a show of devotion when she failed that test, if you will.
Maybe, but that doesn't explain the manner in which she was killed.
I think it would explain the manner in which she was killed in a few different ways. I'm not entirely sure, but if we're talking about Dolores, no, that's not the one. If we're talking about Lamashtu, the devil lord of demonic lord of madness, there is a custom to show your devotion by causing someone, inflicting a massive amount of suffering on an unsuspecting victim, on an unwilling victim, and sort of, creating a torturous environment for them. And if we're talking about shacks. Oh, nice. If we're talking about shacks,
I'm back. Did my camera go out?
Yeah.
No, I hit it because you were away dealing with
Okay.
your environment.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Unless I
And
have
if
a
we're talking
turbo
about
check this
shacks,
switch.
it's possible that what we're looking at was actually someone who they killed and then performed an autopsy on afterwards. Who they thought could be a vessel, and then they performed an autopsy on afterwards, and that's why we saw some of the removal of their organs, right?
Wouldn't
So
that
now-
technically means we also participated in an autopsy when we examined the body?
No, we never made any. We never made any incisions. So I think
The
we're
autopsy
probably.
is a show of devotion from a follower, from what I understand. It's not, performing an autopsy on a body doesn't make you a follower of Shaq. It's a,
I was just confused on the, the information around it, but
Sure.
that makes sense now.
I think the idea behind the show of devotion of Shaq's is to sort of, kill someone actively, and then perform an autopsy on the body, to a degree.
I feel that sounds more likely than the first. I can't remember what the first one you read was.
Lamashtu.
It was causing suffering.
Yeah, where that lady probably didn't suffer that much. Like, she'd have died fairly quickly.
Sure.
There didn't seem to be any signs of any. From what we can tell, we couldn't see any signs of torture or anything like that, right?
No, it looks like a lot of the damage that was done to her was after death.
Right.
So I don't feel the first one has as much merit as the second.
No, there's the other. I have a list of 4 here, and those are the most possible ones. The other 2 were stabbing human dolls, and if we see that, that's a pretty clear sign that we're looking for Dolores, the Devil Lord of the Nightmare Queen, if you will. And if
Okay.
we happen to see, faked suicides become a thing. I
Faked
clearly
suicide.
don't think that that's a this case. I don't think she was faking. That's not.
I
funny.
mean,
This
it's
is
a good
murder.
act if she was.
That's a
Yeah.
good illusion spell.
Maz, can you do your changeling thing to make yourself in half?
No.
No.
Okay, just checking. Just checking.
Alright.
But I don't. I think that these are really good leads. I think that the only way I know how to pursue them right now is to begin looking around where we saw that creature or whatever it was go, which is to get a warrant to search the dot.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, let's see if Bull even wants us to have a warrant. Like, if we're just looking around, we may not need one.
Yeah, I suppose
But
I mean to look at
Universal
inside
warrant.
boats that are moored.
Oh,
Dock,
okay.
well, you know what I
Then
mean?
yes, we should probably ask for that.
Right.
Yeah, just get a universal warrant.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Okay.
But also probably pretty highly
I've
illegal.
got,
So.
Yeah.
You were saying, Jevel?
I've got a my apologies. Typically cold lake activities don't just happen under the Vedar. There might be a mark or some sort of indication of some sort of religious symboling. Is there anything that you saw in your notes that could relate to this?
Do you mean on the body or in?
Well,
My
not on the body, but in your research. Yeah, in your research, did
I'm
you
assu-
see
I
any
mean,
religious
Oko-
symbols that could potentially?
Yeah, I'm assuming that each one of the devil gods has some sort of like symbology associated
They
with them.
do. And
But
did
I
I
don't-
think to mark these papers again? I did not.
Oh no, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Symbol. Where is your symbol? Unholy symbol. So for Dolores, it is a halo of tears.
Okay.
For Lamashtu, it is a three-eyed jackal head.
Okay.
Or go back. For Shax, it is a white bird feather floating in a pool of blood.
Yeah.
And for Sifkesh, it is bloody feminine hands crossed at slashed wrists.
You know they're feminine hands. They could just be small hands.
Did somebody write that down? I'm sorry, I didn't.
It's okay.
I
Herbert's
I
on
think
it.
Herbert's got the notebook going.
Yeah, I've got a notebook going.
Fantastic.
I mean,
Great
he's,
researcher.
yeah, he's good with the notes.
Fantastic.
Feminine hands crossed at the wrist. And slit across. Yeah. So those are the imagery that is associated with the three of them. I don't think any of that was clearly apparent on the body that we found, but you know, that's iconography that we can look out for in our investigation. Certainly, that's a very
Yeah.
good note.
That was what.
That's excellent.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, let's go to Bull. Let's go to Commander Bull. See what she thinks of the findings. See if she even wants us to go skulking on the docks.
Yeah, I mean, we did get. I mean, it's what Sanar is for. I see.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
I don't mean that to be offended and to offend. I mean that it's like that's we got another member because of the increased aggression on the docks. So now we should be okay to go back to the docks, but check in with Bull first, of course.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll go-
Onward.
For the sake of brevity, I'll say that you guys are able to get a warrant. You said to search like the boats and whatnot is what you're worried about?
Yeah, anything like publicly moored at the docks.
Okay. You guys will get a warrant to search the boats. It does take a little bit, so we'll say that by the time you guys actually are able to venture out, we'll say 1 p.m.
Oh, that's a lot earlier than I thought.
I mean, I can make it later.
I mean, for a long rest, I'll take it.
But no, because we don't know how long the searching is going to take. So 1 p.m. is absolutely fine.
Yeah. I kind of forgot. We all we started so early.
Yeah,
like,
you guys
Jazz
started-
and I
yeah.
spent like 5 hours in the library,
Mhm.
and got us to like noon.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys started pretty early, and it's a shame that a lot of you have already spent some of your long rest stuff for the day.
Uh-oh.
Some of us.
But yes.
Nah, I still got a bunch of good stuff that I haven't even.
I mean, to be fair, I don't really
off
use
yet.
my wild shape in
True.
combat much.
True.
That's true. You don't. Yeah, I'm on
But
okay.
your wild shape charges do factor in for your starry forms, so keep a mind out for that. But
Do you
yes,
get back on a short rest
not
as
much.
a ranger? Does
I
anyone
get,
know?
I get at least one back.
Sorry, on short
Like-
rest.
Yeah, on
I
a short
believe
rest for a
so.
ranger, do I
Mhm.
get like any spell slots back for resting on a short rest as a ranger?
No, I think the only caster that gets spell slots back on a short rest is Warlock.
Fair enough.
Unless you have like arcane recovery as a wizard.
I don't.
And I think that if you're Circle of the Land Druid, you have essentially arcane recovery as well. But I don't think we.
Yes, but it uses up spell slots, so you can use spell slots to get spell slots.
What?
Oh yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, I
So
will
like I
not
can use
have a short rest.
a
then.
level 4 to get 2 level 2s, or a level 2 to get 2 level 1s.
Okay, so
Weird.
in the time, would I? How long is a short rest? Like an hour, isn't it?
An hour, yeah.
I'm talking about.
So
natural
would I have
recovery.
had like an hour to sit and recover my 1 hit point?
Yes, yes. You've definitely
Cool.
recovered your 1 hit point.
Do you
The
want me to
Charlie
roll
horse-
for it?
So
No, the Charlie
in
horse in your
response to
leg
that-
finally subsides.
in response to that 1 hit point, I'm gonna run over and just angrily start nibbling on Tyrandal's arm to get that 1 hit point back off, and then I'm
Can
gonna
I
run
try
away.
to grab Googie before he runs over?
Sure.
Oh god.
Okay, I'll see if Baz catches him first.
Yeah,
Wait, what would I roll for
a,
that?
Roll a dexterity check.
Oh.
Yeah, buddy! Yeah! Oh wait, that was a
Nice.
save! Oh, no!
That was a save. What are you doing to me?
A save is just you're taking away your proficiency essentially, so like that's still like what, 18?
I think so, yeah.
19, yeah.
It's 17, isn't it? Your proficiency is 3.
Yes, you're right. 17.
Assuming your proficiency is 3,
It
like
doesn't
mine
factor-
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the sake of brevity, I'll say that as Gookie goes and tries to lunge at Ty's unsuspecting arm, Baz manages to catch him into their arms and kind of do a spin and plunk Gookie back down on the ground.
No, I'm just holding Googie like an angry cat.
No.
It's just lying.
Just kind of like tuck my arms in and be like,
Jesus. All right.
Okay.
make angry cat noises.
So it takes you guys a little bit to. Are you guys walking to the docks of Lowtown, or are you guys catching a carriage?
How
Oh,
far
I'm
is
staying
it?
in Baz's arms the whole time.
Well, if you guys walk, it will take you probably close to 45-50 minutes. If you guys take a carriage, it will probably take you like 20.
How much does it cost for a carriage?
Carriage is a few silver.
Oh yeah.
Taking a carriage.
Yeah, I'm not walking.
You know what? I think I'll no, you know what? I'll take a carriage. I'll just have to take like a separate carriage.
Yeah, can we get like 2 carriages, please? Can we get 2? Unless I can sit on the roof or something.
I'll just sit with the carriage, the rider.
Oh, that's against policy.
Oh, dang.
Is it against policy to sit on the roof?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. In the carriage or not at all, folks.
Okay, fine. I'll take the carriage and I'll sit in it with everybody.
All right. I'm not
So
going
the
to
carriage
make you
is
guys.
cold.
Wrong Ty.
I'm gonna sit on Ty's lap
Right?
to make room.
Yeah.
The carriage will
cool.
be large enough for you guys. You don't have to sit on laps
Okay.
unless you want
How many silver is it? I'll buy the carriage.
to. Say, we'll say 8 silver for a carriage large enough
Hey!
for all of you.
All
That's
right, fine.
less than a gold.
You spent more on coffee this morning.
Yeah, but
It's good coffee.
yeah, but I
but
could
coffee's
drink the
important.
coffee. I can't drink the carriage.
I mean, you ain't trying hard enough.
Yeah, he has to be safe from
Not
the
with that attitude. you
angry
can't.
nibblings of a goblin.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Change shape to water polymorphic.
So we'll get in the carriage and I'll keep a side eye on Gookie, just in case things get out of hand.
I have like Googie in one arm and like gloves in my other hand, just like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
All right.
These children.
My cat and Gloves is sitting on my head.
Before we
Yep.
get into the investigation RP, I need to slip to the washroom. So I think I'm gonna mute myself here and let you guys cover any RP in the carriage, just to get you guys to know
Cool.
Sonara a
Yeah,
little
okay.
bit more. Just because
Cool.
seems like there's a little bit of a silly moment going on here, but I will be right back.
Oh, this is only got to.
A
This is
little
only
bit
got to
of
go
silly
well.
moment,
This,
right
this is
here.
only
Really
got to go
bad.
well.
I cast Fireball.
What?
I'm gonna use firewall.
Inside the carriage.
I got this.
I'm
I
gonna
got
catch.
this.
The freaking water sphere inside the carriage.
No, I'm gonna use firewall around
I'm
the
gonna
carriage.
cast Thunder
5d8.
Wave inside the carriage.
Yeah, right.
Sonar, why don't you tell the others a bit about yourself? As much as you're comfortable with, of course.
Absolutely. Well, as you know, my name is Sana. I'm quite an old. I've been here for quite a while in terms of Dragonborn, not like some of the citizens of the city, but from an early age, I was enlisted in the army. I fought in a few wars, and I'd say I was pretty good at it. And after the war, there wasn't really much else for me after that. After the wars, after the things that I did, the fighting, there wasn't really much I could put my good skills towards, so hence why I joined the Guard.
Well,
And
God's
so
not
I've been here for I've been here for a few months at least, and it's been good to get back into doing active things again. You know.
Sure.
It keeps the mind sharp, huh?
Absolutely.
I'm
Still,
gonna test Baz's reflexes and kind of not completely jump at Ty, but just kind of give like a fake lunge just to see what Baz will do. No.
I just like, yeah, like smother you a little bit, like.
Struggle,
I
snuggles.
start petting Gloves on the head. Good frog.
Gookie, what? I understand that you're frustrated, but what exactly are you trying to do right now?
Doesn't matter at all.
Well, it does a bit if
Gookie,
you're trying to bite Ty.
Tired.
Gookie, if there's this possession talk going on, are you sure you're not possessed by some spirit of a cat?
Oh,
He
it could
can
be.
morph into a cat. Does that count?
Right? No,
What?
maybe your cat is
I
taking
have
over
never
your
morphed
goblin.
into a cat.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Maybe the
Gookie's
druidic
part
is-
of a cult.
Oh, you think?
Oh, Gookie was the summoning the whole time. Plot.
It was Gookie the whole time.
I'm going to show you some summoning here pretty soon.
Oh, God, just shaking it.
I swear to God, if you fill this carriage with goats,
God, it's not
If you
the
Oh, I
Well,
don't need to
that's
fill
not
the
like-
carriage with goats. I can fill it with other things.
I'm about to walk.
Dare I ask about the goats?
No, you don't want to know.
Yeah, while you're at it, asking about the goats, ask Ty about his innate fear of crossbows.
If you want to learn about the goats, watch episode 9 VOD
I-
on my YouTube channel.
I don't have a fear of crossbows. I just have a strong aversion to them.
I just
So
want
if I
to
were to
reiterate.
summon
If you shoot a crossbow,
sentient
I'll pay you
crossbow,
$50.
if I were to summon a sentient crossbow, how quickly would you run away?
Well, I'd leave the carriage if you did it in here.
I mean,
No,
If I give you 50 gold to use a crossbow,
I'm gonna give you like a smack
mean-
on the nose like a bad cat. Like, no.
If you're giving me 50 gold to fire a crossbow at something, sure, I'll
use
do it.
No, use it constantly.
Yeah, this is your new weapon.
Yeah, it's your
the
new weapon.
carriage
Absolutely
eventually
not.
lurches to a stop
Hey!
as a small sliding window at the front of the carriage opens, and you see the face of the person who was controlling the carriage. We are at the line to Midtown and Lowtown now. I cannot go any further.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to jump out of the the carriage and
You still gotta
scamper
get out of
off toward
Baz's
the crime
arms.
scene.
Is that a normal thing that carriages don't go below midtown?
Yeah, they don't go to
Yes.
Low Town. There's just
Okay.
too much rampant crime and a lot of issues and
Yeah, fair enough.
troubles.
Fair enough. Just wanted to make sure that that wasn't a thing.
I was gonna be like, Gookie,
Amazing.
don't you have to jump out of Baz's arms? So don't you have to roll something
Jump
like
out.
Baz is letting you go?
All right, you guys leave the carriage and start making your way
Yep.
to
I'm just saying,
Low
it's
Town.
very hard to grapple me.
And then walk through the blatant town of theft and criminality.
Those who have a high passive insight, which I think are
How do you even
Herbert
know that?
and
Insight.
What is
Tyrell.
passive
Perception?
insight?
10 plus if you're proficient in it, proficiency plus your it's
My
basically
insight's not that high. It's 15. but
15. That's
Yeah,
still good.
15.
Yeah, it's 10 plus your insight.
My passive investigation, which I don't know what that means, honestly.
It's
is
12
crazy.
then.
Okay.
Well, mine's 15 in that case. If it's 10
15.
plus your insight skill, mine's 15.
Baz is just sitting there like, joke's on you. I have a passive insight of 36.
Yeah.
Oh god.
No, is it 10 plus your insight skill or 10 plus your wisdom modifier?
Your
Skill.
insight skill?
Okay, so then it would be 17.
So,
17?
Fuck.
Is there any
I have
skill you
passive
don't
insight.
have that's high?
Nature, medicine, religion,
All the
That's
boring
it.
stuff.
all the boring stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus
I
Christ.
have an insight of 14. Is
14.
that
I'll say Ty, Herbert, and Baz are the ones that kind of pick up on
Cool.
this. As you guys get closer and closer to the docks, there's an air of there's a heavy air of emotion. Essentially, you guys see people walking around almost angry. You know, like that stomp, the tense shoulders, the clenched jaws. You hear people seemingly fighting over small things, just things that you probably wouldn't find a lot of aggression out of. People in the streets shouting at friends, or people in the streets getting in arguments with employers. You even see children who Baz normally you would see playing are now arguing over who gets to be the bad guy, and it's more than a simple disagreement like what you're used to.
I get to be the bad guy every time. Thank you very much, kids. Mm.
Not when you're at work. But yes, as you guys start making your way to the docks, you see dock hands moving cargo on and off of ships. You see fishermen and fisherfolk pulling large nets of their catch from earlier today off the boat. Your noses are met with a wash of strong sea and fish scents and blood from the fish that have already been decapitated or maybe even eviscerated at this point.
I'll point out as we're walking along. Is anyone else noticing the increased aggression that Bull talked about?
no?
It feels a bit
look,
different.
look at them over there. Like, they're fighting about nothing.
Right.
As you mentioned, it does seem a bit odd.
Cthulhu.
I will say that I want to keep an eye on it as we get closer to where the crime was to see if it gets any worse.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my hand on my sword. Not draw it, just put my hand on it.
Okay.
Are we seeing? Yeah. Okay. Was there a specific group of people arguing about nothing? Or...
I wouldn't say that you would tell any similarities between the people at all, other than just the closer you get to the docks, the
More and more, the unrest seems to rise.
I do have a question for Oko. Has it been an hour yet in game?
yes.
Okay.
Since you guys have
I
been
was
here,
just
it's been
making-
several hours.
I was just making sure because my summons only last an hour.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, they would have been gone a long time ago.
Just making sure.
Okay. But yeah, as you guys get closer to the docks and you see a young tiefling farmhand, or not farmhand, dockhand, coming down the ramp of a larger boat called the Squall, and he is carrying a crate, probably a little too heavy for him in his frail physique. And you see him slip on some of the snow that's on the ramp and almost catch himself, but in doing so, he knocks a few fish in his crate off the side and then the older man on the docks just starts yelling at him, tearing into him. You know, he's wasting money, he's wasting food that's, you know, could have been on people's plates. Why is he even here if he can't even keep himself upright? It seems a little unwarranted for what could have been easily described as an
A
accident.
small accident.
How does the tiefling look? Is he just as angry, or is he kind of...
Yeah, he, you see what looks like embarrassment and disappointment soon boil over into rage in response as this older man is tearing into him. You know, maybe if he
Does it look
properly
like
cleared
the
off
fight that's
the
about to
ramp.
break out?
Yeah, as he starts coming down the ramp and he just kind of slams the basket in hand onto the dock, and you see him getting very close to this older man, and he points the finger up, basically saying, you know, if you cleared off this ramp properly, that wouldn't have been an issue. And the older man's responding like, you know, I should take this out of your pay. And they are essentially in each other's faces. The voices are starting to rise.
Are we diffusing the situation, or at least trying?
Until eventually the young tiefling male rears his head back and smashes it into the bridge of the nose of the human gentleman.
Oh, yeah, I think it's
Okay,
time to
yep.
intervene.
That's what I've been doing.
Alright, you guys rush in?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. The human gentleman...
Sanar first, obviously, because I'm hiding behind him.
The human gentleman reels back and quickly clasps his hand over a quickly bloodied nose. The tiefling, however, does not let him go far, grabbing him by the collar of the shirt before Sanar interjects and places his large clawed hand around the wrist of the young tiefling.
Gentlemen, please. There will be time for this later. For now, you're causing the scene. What seems to be the problem?
Gentlemen! And you hear the human man holding a hand over his nose. You call that demon filth a gentleman? You know, I gave you this job because I pity that scrawny little frame of yours, but I'm really starting to think it might be better if you just go missing tomorrow.
There isn't
We are
any
coming
need for
out
that.
200% out of the gate.
Sorry, was that Herbert?
No, I was just saying that we are starting at level 200. I see this morning. Okay. Yeah,
Excuse me, sir.
one, incredibly uncalled for. Two.
Excuse me, sir. Are you saying that you're threatening this man?
It's not a threat. The seas are strong. The tides are high. People fall off the boat all the time.
Well, then,
Okay.
sir, I can take you in on account of conspiracy, unless you go about your day.
Roll a persuasion or intimidation.
I know
I
which
will
one
roll
might be chosen here.
intimidation. 10.
He doesn't seem threatened, but he decides to walk away to tend to his nose.
Is he usually like that?
What, him? That old fuck? Yeah, he's ornery.
Oh.
He's ornery, alright. But
Always. He's always been like that.
he hasn't quite threatened that before.
Right. Anything happened today that would make him a little more upset than usual? Besides, you know, the slip-up you've just had.
We were late to get on the boat this morning. We had some other ships go out ahead of us. He's claiming that our nets weren't quite as full because we didn't have enough time to set them up. It's honestly petty squabble.
I understand. Do you find that that's going around a lot right now?
A little bit. I don't understand why people are. I found so. Why did I do that? Why did I headbutt him? That was uncalled for.
It was.
If I look around, is anybody paying much attention to the scene, or are they all acting like it's kind of normal as well?
With your passive insight, you'll see some people do kind of like stop and pause, especially some people who actually work on the boat, on the squall. but not anybody else. It's not a huge thing. Like, people aren't ignoring it, but people also aren't lingering on it too much.
Like,
Fair
shit
enough.
happens.
Shit happens, yeah.
Yeah, we're on the
Okay.
docks. Ty, when
Yes.
you detect magic in an area, how long does that last for?
That's a good question.
Not
Um,
that long.
I think it
and I
lasts
don't know
an
the
hour.
answer to that.
Or, yeah, detect magic I think is either 10 minutes or an hour.
I never wrote it down, but I will find out.
Let's see who can get it first. I think it will be.
It is 10 minutes.
Damn it.
Down, big bubble.
Yeah,
Ah.
10 minutes.
About 10 minutes, Herbert.
Do you still have that up, Llama? What's the range on it?
Oh no, I think that was way
Ranges
earlier,
on stealth, so it's stealth and target stealth. And then for the duration, you can sense. Oh, it's within 30 feet of you, so you
There we
can
go.
sense the presence of magic 30 feet from.
Okay.
I was just thinking as we walk
And
around
it can
the docks,
penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of snow, 1 inch of metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Good to know. Good to know.
I was just thinking as we get further into the docks, or maybe now that we are here, if we do a cursory search, it might be good to just put that up, see if there are any things that stick out.
I mean, I'll try it because it's a good idea, but there are so many magical items in the town that I think it may not yield anything, but I will try it anyway.
I sort of mean as we go out into the docks themselves, if there are any things on the ships and things like that, because I think that might stand out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, at least I'll know the school, so if there's anything that seems strange,
Right.
or from a school that seems odd, I will still know.
Absolutely.
So I will cast it when it seems relevant. As we start making our way further in, I'll use my detect magic.
Okay. As you go through, just like you when you casted detect magic this morning, there are some things on the boats that do give off an air of magical energy. Some divination magics, which you can probably attribute to maybe some form of navigation on the boat. Other transmutation, conjuration, you could probably attribute to means of storage, or maybe some evocation to attribute to means of cold storage on the boats, so on and so forth. But nothing that really sparks you as strange or bizarre.
I don't have anything that's off, Herbert.
It was a good try. I thought perhaps there was an
Can
item
I-
here that was stirring up unrest.
What's up, Jeffel?
Oh, you're good.
Can I look around? Sorry, no,
No,
sorry.
I
I'm
talked
sorry.
too
for-
much. Please interrupt me. I needed something.
I was just thinking. In the sea of people who are looked to be constantly angry, can I have a look around to see if there's anybody that strikes out as maybe anxious, maybe scared, maybe nervous, something that isn't angry?
Okay. Roll me an insight. You know, perception first and an insight.
Perception first, then insight. Gotcha. So, here's my perception.
Okay.
Well, that's
Do you
pretty
want me
good.
to roll insight after that?
Sorry? Oh, and, yeah.
Do you want me
so
to roll
insight.
insight?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice insight.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm just double checking my book. You get mostly anger or frustrations. People are getting short with each other. I'm running out of my own vocabulary here.
I'm sorry.
You do, however, catch a growingly heated debate as somebody starts accusing their spouse of a lie. You imagine a fisherman coming off of the dock after or a sailor coming off the dock after a long voyage at sea, and his wife is yelling at him, trying to, accuse him of sleeping around or visiting any other women on the seas. Well, she's been back here taking care of their children in their falling apart home. And he himself seems rather perplexed by the whole situation. You hear him say, you know, like, I just came home. Like, what's going on? Like, this isn't like you.
Because he's
Hmm.
well, I can't say because I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Something seems off. Look how that everybody else is very angry. Look, even that woman right there. She is screaming at this man, but this man isn't angry. When everybody else is, why is he not?
Because he's just tipped off a boat. He hasn't been here long enough to be influenced.
Yeah, but there have been people who've tipped off a boat and are
Like that
angry as
tiefling.
well.
Ah, true.
But they were
Something
on the
seems
docks
off.
this morning, weren't they? And they had just gone out and just come back.
Yeah, do we think this guy's been away more like a long period of time, or is he a fisherman that went out this morning and came back
I
today?
misspoke at the beginning. I corrected myself and said that he was a sailor. So he's not dressed
Ah,
like a fisherman.
So he's been
imagine-
away a long time.
Yeah, he's been away much
Or-
longer.
Okay, then I'll go back to my original point that he hasn't been here
Right.
to be influenced enough.
Maybe whatever is going on, people are seeping it and it's affecting them a lot more than those who've just recently returned.
Arrived.
But to find the direct source of this is a different story.
Right. I
I
feel
suppose
like
so, but we can at least acknowledge one thing. Whatever has been happening very locally and very recently. This town, this lower part of the dock, is definitely where whatever it is originating from.
I agree. I absolutely agree. So the more the time we spend down here, the stronger I'm feeling in my conviction, or in our conviction that this is indeed a testament or a follower of Shaxx. The more we hear about lies and
Anger.
envy, anger, sadism, these sort of like sadistic murder ideas, and that's all in line with this devil, with this evil lord,
Prince of Chaos.
Yeah,
if you will.
I guess the old man did threaten the tiefling with death earlier, so
Right, in particularly sadistic ways. And we just saw that man accusing his wife of,
Other way around.
a wife accusing her husband of cheating. Which speaks to both envy and lies, which are also traits of
okay.
Shaxx's influence.
So we think we have at least something specific, something more specific we're looking for, yeah?
We're looking for a follower of Shaxx, I think. Yes. How to actually pinpoint them, I don't know. What they're going to be trying to do, though, is they're going to be trying to enact Shaxx's will throughout the world. Here specifically, I suppose, at the moment. And the way that they do that, the way that a follower of Shaxx would do that, is to perform autopsies within 24 hours to generally sow chaos, from what I understand. Is there anything else that I read, okay?
No, that seems all pretty on the nose.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He's
perform
posting
autopsies.
an OC. Oh my god.
It's
I
Jack.
need to stop looking.
So
What
we're
is
on
going
performing
on in
autopsies, right? Or
Hello.
or sowing chaos in general.
Yeah, so what one of the things that I'm thinking right now is can we perhaps lay a trap for
I mean,
a
I
killer
was-
like this?
I was thinking maybe I'll just spend some time tonight lurking, and see if I can, I don't know, see if I can pick anything up. Maybe
Well, what I
I'm
suppose
pretty good
I
at
mean
hiding.
is, what if we portray a scene that fits with the tone of the town right now, this evening. Do you know what I mean?
Do you want to come down here and have a fight on the docks?
Not necessarily a fight. But
Can I
something-
start telling again?
Because I'm not having Baz slap me
can
again.
Please.
Well, I was
No,
thinking.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I-
Pick me.
I was thinking perhaps we make it look like someone kills Baz.
Oh.
So that,
Oh.
so that their body's on the ground. Or looks like someone kills one of us, so that this follower of Shaq's perhaps sees that. We'd have to make it look very real to actually feel those feelings of hurt and anger. And then, from what I understand, they would, in glory to Shaq's, probably try to approach that body, to do what they've done before.
Possibly.
Possibly. That's the only thing that I can think of, is that they liked,
I like the idea. I like where you're going with this.
because they do try to perform autopsy. I mean, they take those human parts and they sort of dedicate them to Shaq.
I can't say I love the idea of
Well,
being
it doesn't have to be you who
bait.
die. I just think that you are obviously
I
very
think Ty
convincing in
should
your
do it.
disguises.
I think we should murder Ty right now.
I'm not
that
gonna lie.
good.
The first thing
I'm
I
not
thought of
that
was,
good with performance.
Baz, can you transform
mean-
into that flesh golem from the first mystery?
I mean, I'm all for I'm all for the idea, but I can't change my form. I can't dress myself up that well.
Yeah, that's sort
Okay,
of
I'll
why I
do
suggested.
it.
I was
Or
gonna say I will do it if I have to.
we make it look like we kill Ty. Just knock him unconscious, and then he doesn't have to act. He's already unconscious. It's not.
Yeah, I think they're after they're after murder though. They're after. Is this the one that's the particularly violent murders, or is
Yeah,
this?
well, not necessarily particularly like suffering voters, but particularly sadistic ones. Yes.
Yeah, you see, unless you actually want to stick a dagger in me, not you, Gookie.
Good.
Perhaps
Somebody had a dagger.
perhaps it's not me that we should be playing this on. But I like the idea. I'm in for it.
I mean,
In
honestly,
for killing Ty. Got it.
who feels like they're strong performers among us? Do you know what I mean? Who feels like they can put on a show the best? Because whoever feels like they can put on a show the best, that's the one who we need to be.
I
doing
feel
this.
like we all turn to Baz.
I was gonna say they say with a bard in the party.
It's like,
I mean, like I can't pretend to stab you. I mean, look at me.
I mean, I'm not
If
saying I
somebody
want
has
to.
a small enough dagger, I
Yeah, we need someone to pretend to stab you as well, or slit your throat. Do you know?
Yeah, I'm a noticeable person, so it can't be me.
I mean, technically I'm noticeable, but I'm not.
I'm just
Honestly,
going to
we kind
leave
of-
myself out of the situation.
I was gonna say, Sidnar's,
I apologize, Sonar. I know that this is not what you
No,
expected.
no,
on your
no,
first
no,
day.
no. Trust me. No, it's absolutely fine. Absolutely.
I could
fine.
do something
I'll-
similar to a dagger.
I'll do it.
It
I'll
might-
pretend to kill Baz.
Oh my god, guys.
I mean,
please
Like-
don't actually kill me, Monica.
like I have the disguise self spell, so I could be someone else.
You could do that. That could be very interesting.
I've used all my spell slots.
Is this
But
payback?
here's a thing. An
Can I-
elf killing somebody, that's gonna raise God's suspicion. A goblin killing somebody, well, that happens all the time down here.
Well, to be fair, we will
Can I disguise
absolutely need to
self?
get the paperwork to run a sting operation for something like this.
Unless you
Yes,
see
yes,
somebody
yes.
break and entering, in
Take
which
some
case you're just
time.
doing the right thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but no. If it's someone breaking in, then it's just guard business. It's not a random act of murder.
Exactly.
What I was
So-
thinking
Well,
is
we-
perhaps we, a few of us spend the day grabbing the materials, a fake blood pack, something like that to make it look a little more convincing, and the rest of us go and get the correct paperwork to run something like this.
I'll deal with the paperwork side, I think.
I
I'll
don't
be the
like
one that-
grabbing the materials.
I'll be the
I
one that
can
fake
murder
kills Baz.
somebody.
I'll go find my cheapest dress.
Baz, I do want you to know, you don't have to do this. I don't know that this is going to work. It's just the only lead that I can think of at this point before we let someone else get killed. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, I mean, as long as you guys make sure that I don't actually get autopsied, it's fine.
We will
Yeah,
Don't worry.
absolutely
Possibly
be
go
hiding
wrong.
in the shadows. Wow.
Yeah, I'll be on standby. It's fine.
Have we decided who's actually fake murdering Baz?
I'll do it.
I'll
I'd
do
like
it.
to.
Okay,
I want to
who-
murder somebody.
I'd rather Ty, to be
Me?
honest with you guys. I think out
I
of all of you,
mean-
I trust Ty and Herbert the most, but I think Herbert's better on the sidelines making sure that we're okay.
I mean, yeah, okay, unless anybody else particularly wants to pretend to stab Baz.
Just
Not
saying.
you,
It
Gookie.
doesn't make sense that an elf kills. I mean, whatever you're going to transform into.
I
Baz,
won't be an elf.
doesn't
I'll
make
be.
I was
know.
gonna just transform into a woman because it seems like that's what they're going after mostly.
I think
Yeah,
that you
that's
need
going
to
to
make
raise
the
God's
two of you.
suspicion, but a goblin does it. It's not going to look out of the ordinary because it happens all the time.
Well, but you two need to come up with a convincing fight, right? There needs to be some story, some involvement. We need to see that on your faces, you know? I mean, I can be the director if you want.
Wait, you're trying to
Is this
steal
all
glory
just a
from
ploy?
me? I
Yeah.
got it.
Wait.
Are
what
you
now?
are you by any chance looking for a new line of work, Herbert, in live acting or something like that?
No, directing, if anything. Honestly, I do love a good show. But, you know,
I mean-
actually, yes.
I could
Yeah.
bring in the love triangle. I could
Ah.
do about trying to get Lori.
I mean,
Wait, but
I don't think we
what-
want to play ourselves though, because then they'll know that we're guards, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
We don't.
Oh, so is the love triangle between Monica, Bears, and Tyrandel? Because that I
Yeah.
don't picture that working out.
I mean, like I'm
You
just
okay, Popeyes?
yeah, I'm just I like the
Can I
idea.
pass
Okay,
to
I like
you?
the idea, and I am down to be the one doing the pretend stabbing, but my acting is not so good, so you've got to carry it, Baz. Yeah, you've got to die well. And would you rather a short sword or something else? Because I only have a short sword or a bow.
Here's what I think we get. I think we get you a. I mean, I can get you a
Or
dagger
claws.
pretty easily, and you just take the
Claws.
blunt side of the dagger and run it across Baz's neck as if it was the sharp side, right? And you do it at close range, so it looks really real.
Yeah, I can do that. I
Right?
can totally do that.
And we
I
get
will
you
go
a blood
ahead.
pack,
I don't like
Baz,
your
that you can sort of,
confidence.
like, you can
No,
hold
no,
your
I've
neck,
got it. I've got
and
it.
the blood will splatter when you pop it against your neck, so it looks like you're like. Yeah, and you just
We
make
can
a
get
good
lot
show
of
of
blood
it.
around here.
You know. What?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, we can get a lot of blood around here. It's
Oh, sure,
it's a
sure.
fisherman's market.
Yeah, I mean, I know that, you know, the butcher pretty well, so I don't
think
like
we,
to think
I think
about
we
it.
do this. I'll
I also just
I'll
want to
set
say
some-
this. I don't know why I suggest. This is just all I could think of in the moment. This
I
is an
personally
insane idea, and I
love it.
don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah,
but I
but
think
It's
that
gonna
it could
be
fun.
a great
but
time.
it's a cool idea and I like
Okay,
it.
so
we
let's
do it.
get this all together. Ty's gonna fake kill Baz. Sayonara's
But
gonna
not
get
as
the,
me.
Sorry, hit
not
my mic.
Because
As a backup
know.
plan, I can kill Tyrandel.
As a
I would
Gookie.
really rather you didn't.
yeah, like
No.
I really don't want you to stab me actually.
Don't have anything to stab you. I would use claws like they did.
I just want to confirm: are you guys still having this conversation like at the docks?
Yeah.
It's in a low whispered huddle, okay? We're not we're
We're
in a
all
low
like,
whispered
Bad
huddle.
huddle. Just
Yeah,
We're
it's just
screaming it out.
There's people running around like, what the?
I wanted.
yeah,
I do
it's
want
just
to ask.
it's just a meeting of it's just a meeting of guards suspiciously at Lowtown in a huddle,
Yeah, in a huddle.
like
yeah,
nothing is going wrong.
Not
yeah?
suspicious at
It's
all.
Yeah.
fine.
No,
I want
not
to
at all.
ask, like, if I don't know if this is like an insight check or like a
roll stealth on the meeting.
on a like a self-awareness check.
Okay.
Am I starting to feel anything?
Ooh.
I see.
Yeah, are we
I was,
starting to feel
like,
stuff? We've
I was
been
going to
here a
ask
bit.
if I'd
yeah,
if I'd
definitely.
stayed the night. I was going to ask if like I started to feel weird.
Roll wisdom checks, the lot of you. or wisdom
what?
saves.
No.
Wisdom saves.
Wisdom
Except,
saves?
except for
Man,
except for
Well, you have to
Sinar.
point it out.
Except for Sinar.
I'm not.
Except for me?
I'm not,
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, but I'm not good at this.
Well, that's not my problem.
This is what you
Oh,
get.
it's okay.
This is what you get, Baz.
God.
Finally.
Like, yeah, Baz is just like, no need, and swings a dagger straight at me.
I mean, if anybody's gonna like me being angry, definitely would not seem out of the ordinary right now.
No.
Ooh. Ooh.
Just bites his ankle.
Yeah.
Don't make that sound.
Okay. Bananas.
Oh God.
Baz. As they're going over their plans and the topic of conversation, Ty seems almost a little eager at the idea of being the one to totally pretend to kill you. And Herbert goading him on is just really starting to make this pit in your stomach. You're starting to feel a little on edge and worried.
Yeah, remembering about the crazy eyes that I had that one time.
That one time that you
The
fucking
PTSD
teleported
hitting.
behind me.
The
Yeah.
PTSD's hitting him.
Yeah, the same thing as the dark vision eyes, where they're just really, really bright.
Just fucking headlights.
Baz is getting like PTSD flashbacks of your eyes and is like, I gotta leave.
So are we good to go on this? Do you want to break up and start planning for this evening?
Yeah, I think I'll confirm with Bull that it's okay to do. It's okay to do this.
So now, if you want to go try to find some blood packs together, we could do that.
Baz has
Understood.
broken off and is walking away very quickly.
Wait, Baz, what's going on?
Running now.
Baz,
come back.
why don't Sonar and I follow up with Baz? And
Absolutely.
the rest of you do what you need to do for tonight. We'll meet back up at the guard station soon. Baz, wait up!
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm gonna go rest before we do this because I assume this is gonna take a while to get everything set up.
Okay, a long rest would be 8 hours of uninterrupted resting. So like not shopping, not investigating, things like that. Like 8 hours of just self-care.
I'm gonna do.
Well,
I'ma
I
do the
assume
rest
we're
too.
doing this at night, and considering it's like what 1 to
Yeah, it's probably about
2-ish?
2 now. So
Yeah.
8 hours would bring you to 10 p.m. if that's what you guys are comfortable with.
I mean, I'll guess I'll confirm with Bull and do the same thing because I wouldn't mind
Getting your spell
having
slots back.
some lower level spell slots that aren't level 2.
Okay. Yeah, and if you guys want Baz, Herbert, and Sinar to also have a long rest, I know Sinar probably doesn't really need one, but if Baz and Herbert need a long rest, maybe.
I'm okay.
My
I'm
wages-
not
I
gonna
don't
do
want
much,
my-
I don't
making
think I
while
need.
running right now.
Okay.
Once I'm
I've-
done
I've
getting
got-
the things that we need together with Sonar, I'm just gonna go back to the guard station and wait. But I do want to Az, are you okay?
No? Yes? Maybe? I'm not really sure anymore.
What's going on?
Uh,
You sprinted out of there.
I don't know. Just Ty seemed really eager to murder me. I mean, fake murder me. But you know,
Interesting.
I wasn't getting that.
I didn't get that at all. I don't think that he's excited about this. I feel like I had to push him to be interested at all. Honestly, if you should be worried about anyone, it's Gookie and Monica. They were very, very excited about the opportunity to, fake kill anyone.
do you think I would have run far enough that I am now out of Lowtown, or are we still in Lowtown?
Yeah, you
I was
probably would have run far enough there.
As I get further away, do I feel less pit in stomach feeling?
Roll me another wisdom save. Oh, yes, you're starting to feel a lot better. That pit in your stomach's starting to alleviate, and the reassurances from Herbert and Sinar are starting to make you feel a little more comfortable with the idea.
Okay.
So, I know we did make those saves. I guess I don't know if it's the same roll as those saves or if it's a different roll altogether. But Did any of us from those get a sense of awareness that that was happening?
No.
Or is Baz aware post it happening that she was feeling that way, or that they were feeling that way? Sorry.
Baz isn't aware of that something in Lowtown making them feel uncomfortable. It's basically fluffing at this point that it's the reassurances from their allies that it's making them feel a little better.
Fair. Yeah, I guess I was trying to gauge if there was something that if there was sort of like a natural unsettled feeling that we were able to pinpoint. But no, that's fine. Okay. Well, I apologize if we made you feel that way. I promise that that was never my intent. I think I got a little excited about having
my intention.
Damn it.
You son of a bitch.
To be quite fair, I didn't want to stab Baz. I wanted to stab Todd.
I mean, that is fair.
Sorry, Baz, Sinar, and Herbert are on their own little quest right now.
Yeah, no. I went back to the guard tower to sleep in my cave.
Well,
Okay, I think I'm okay now. I'm just gonna go back home and get ready, I guess.
for sure. If you
Can't believe we're actually
need
doing this.
anything from us, I'll be at the guard tower for sure.
I will message you if I need anything.
Hopefully not a dagger in the throat.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Sinar and I are just casually buying a bag of blood.
Casual blood
dagger.
bags.
Your finest bag of blood, please.
Yeah.
Make sure it's O negative.
Oh my gods. Are you guys going to a butcher?
I think so. I can't think of anywhere better to go for a bag of pig's blood.
Okay.
Also, I do need to get a dagger. Maybe a blunt one?
Oh, we could probably find that at the guard's tower.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. I'll say you guys go to a butcher in Midtown. You go to a place called the Meat Cute. And
Stop it. That's horrible.
Come
on.
Come
That's
on.
My head hurts.
Fantastic.
You all take psychic damage.
Yeah, I take some
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm taking a psychic damage.
No, don't actually
point.
take psychic damage. Anywho, you guys go to the Meat Cute, and there is a half orc woman of finer features, and she's got both the sides of her head are shaved, and she's got her long black hair braided back. She's got smaller tusks protruding from her bottom lip, and she's there in a short-sleeved top with a black leather apron, showing well-defined muscles, probably from carting around carcasses day in and day out. She looks up and she places her cleaver down in the butcher's block, and she unhands the meat that she was currently carving. Hi, welcome to the Meat Cute. What can I get for you?
You could change your name.
One bag of your finest pig's blood, please.
Pig's blood. Are
Do
you
I have any
looking?
blood? Sorry.
Sorry. You're looking for pig's blood for, pig's blood sausage or anything like that?
It's more for a performance.
Performance?
Yeah, we're running a show. We need some fake. Well, not. I suppose we're looking for a blood substitute for the performance, and we figured pig's blood would probably substitute for human blood pretty well. Although perhaps you have better experience with this, so I should ask you. We need to make it look real. You understand? We want people to suspend their disbelief.
Oh, I'm quite familiar with the theatrical arts. Pig's blood will do. I'd recommend maybe warming it up about 20 minutes beforehand. A gentle simmer. You don't want to actually make it boil. It will start to coagulate at that. But yes,
She is
give me
so
a
ready
moment.
for this.
Give me a moment. And
thank you.
she disappears behind, or through a door behind the counter, and she eventually comes back. Oh, sorry.
While she's gone, I just wanted to turn to Sinar and go, did that go too well?
Yeah.
I think the less we think about it, the better.
Yeah, right, certainly, yeah. Great. I love that.
She comes out with a canister with a lid that you can twist on and twist off, and she places it on the top of the counter that divides you two from her. All right, this canister is metal. It should be good enough to reheat the blood in again. Simmer, A little bit of a gentle simmer. You don't want to boil it, it will start coagulating. You don't want that.
I'm writing it in my notebook.
Yeah.
Scribbling notes.
Now, if you want to go for that realistic splatter, I'd recommend maybe just getting in there with your hands. This was drained from a pig this morning, so it's fine. Don't worry about that. But get in with your hands and just flick your fingers.
I thought you said lick, and I was
Flick,
like, excuse
flick,
me?
with the F.
Oh, flick.
Flick
I
your
thought you said
fingers.
lick as well.
Yeah, that makes 3 of us.
Yeah.
Just,
You know, just give it a good little taste before you do it.
Be positive. Interesting.
Dragon
Now-
Bone, that one's up to you.
Now, if your actor finds that they're not comfortable with the idea of pig's blood, been there, done that, you could also probably get a similar solution with water and chocolate syrup, a little bit of red pigment.
Understood. I think the pig's blood will do that.
Perfect. And that will be 5 silver.
No problem whatsoever. I've got this, Sana.
Okay.
I will pay her.
Okay. Add
Money.
a liter of pig's blood.
To my
You just
equation.
add a
lot of
liter of
pig's
pig's
blood.
blood to your inventory. Cool.
Well, it's not
In
trolling.
quotations, not for drinking.
No, you're drinking. Don't lick. Don't lick.
Do not lick.
Do
Yeah,
not
lick,
lick.
not lick.
Irony.
Possibly AB positive.
Awesome.
Nah, just be positive. That way it gets rid of Baz's pit in her stomach when she licks it.
Be positive.
Don't be.
God damn it.
I
All
hate
right.
it.
Continuing on. Is that everything that you guys wanted to gather and grab before you enact your plan tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. Night falls. You guys convene.
Bull okay
all...
with this? You
What?
can just say yes or no. We don't have to RP out whether Bull is okay with this, but
Yeah. Bull. Do you inform Bull of the
Plan
plan,
to
or
murder Baz?
do you just go with your sting operation needs?
For reasons.
yeah, like I feel I have to tell her the reasons in which we're doing it as well. So I'll just be like, look, the guys have got this idea.
Tell Bull that you're gonna fake murder their
we gotta-
adopted child.
Okay, yeah, so the idea is that we think the people that have committed the murder previously are targeting specific dead bodies for autopsies. So one of us is going to play as a dead body, and we're going to try and catch somebody not in the act of autopsying. Obviously we'll stop them before they get to that point. But basically, I just need to confirm with you: is this okay? Do you feel that this is within the capabilities, or are we pushing the line a little too much? And I won't tell her that it's Baz that we're going to kill unless she asks.
Yeah, I was going to say her first question would be which one of you.
Which one of us is what?
Just skirt around the question a little bit.
Yeah,
Which one
yeah.
of you is going to be pretend murdered?
I'm tempted to lie, but my deception's
Do it.
shit. So
Do it.
Roll.
Do it. No balls.
Baz.
I mean, just say it's me.
No, I'll say
That's
it's
believable.
Baz because she's the only person that
Fair.
can form shift enough to make it semi-believable at least.
Roll me a persuasion.
Well, I'm about as good as that at deception, so I might as well have just lied.
You might as well have.
Persuasion.
Nice.
Oh!
So good.
Nat 20!
Yes.
Oh.
Nice. Fuck. Get some
Fantastic.
It's happening.
Nat 20s in chat here. But yes. Well, I'm not going to lie. Your idea does make me uncomfortable, but I trust you all as capable
all the dice.
investigators. You do realize that this does put Baz at an unnecessary risk, especially if your foe is unnaturally fast or strong.
Yes, I do realise that.
And I
But-
trust, as the leader of the investigators, the one who's been with the group the longest, the one with the guard the longest, the one with the most experience, you've taken all of those risks into effect. Just
I
watching-
believe that we
just
have.
watching Bubbles slink into his chair.
He's like,
No.
I believe that we have. Yes,
Oh my
Just
God.
single sweat drop.
but
profusely.
before we do it, don't worry. I'll be sure to confirm that everything is weighed up appropriately.
All right, then I will see to it that you get these papers.
Thank you.
Is there anything else that anybody needs to do? Maybe looking into getting new armor or anything like that.
Can I see about that? Like, do I have enough time to see Desmond? Is his name Desmond?
I mean,
Desmond, yeah.
Desmond, the moon bear.
Okay. Yeah.
Do I have time to do all of these things? See Desmond if he doesn't have anything that I can afford, or will lend me and part pay for every month, like on a finance plan.
Well, just to confirm, are you one of the folks who needs a long rest?
Yes,
Okay.
I don't necessarily need one, but I would like
your
one.
choices are shopping for new armor or a long rest.
I'll have the long rest then.
All right.
Listen,
In
if
the
I fight back, I
meantime-
can't hurt you that much.
I'll have the
In the
long
meantime,
rest
whilst-
because I have the bark skin spell, so I can have AC of 16 without the armor.
Fair, fair.
So I'll have the long rest, please.
All right. So, nighttime.
Sonar, did you want to do something?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Sorry, I was. No, it's okay. It's just since I'm not going to be taking a long rest, I'm going to be patrolling town, seeing if I spot anything suspicious, anything in particular, anything that is of note.
Okay. You're patrolling Lowtown?
Yes.
Pretty much it's just going to be the same flavor as before, but you find the further you get from the docks, the less uncalled for the aggression gets. I'm not going to lie, Lowtown is kind of left to its own devices for the most part. Full of
Yeah.
those in poverty, those in lower or lesser economical situations, those who are homeless or so on and so forth. It's not a great place to be. It's not a great place.
Only I'm allowed to die here. Stop it.
There's barely veiled crime that happens in the street, and the guards don't typically patrol down here. So you being here in guard regalia already draws a little bit of attention. But as I said before, the heavy air that you were feeling earlier kind of mellows out the further you get from the docks.
Yeah, from the dock. So it's the dock specifically. Right. Okay, I understand. Thank you very much. So, nothing in particular in the parts of Lowtown other than the docks where the aggression seems to ramp up.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, cool. Nothing, no in particular that I see. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's all I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I'm just making a contraption. It's not really a contraption. I'm tying the bag to like a string or a small piece of rope, and
Okay.
putting a few holes in the top of the bag, and I'm holding it very carefully as I have it there, and then folding it over the holes for now, like the bag over the holes for now, so that it can go around Baz's neck and hang like at their like chest level, so that if you squeeze on the bag, it'll push the blood up out of the holes at the top of the bag, so it looks like blood is
Ooh.
splurting out from like the neck.
Okay. Do you have any tool or tinkering proficiencies at all?
Fuck no.
Okay.
I don't think
It's a
so.
good job you bought a liter.
I'm looking to see if I do, but I don't think I do.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Okay. I'm gonna say roll an intelligence check.
Sure.
Oh no.
Nah, he's good. He's good.
It's good.
Famous
worry.
last words.
Believe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's good.
believe
Don't worry,
you.
The
he's
more you
good.
say he's good, my roll goes down by 1 every time.
I believe at you,
God.
not in
It's
you.
like a fairy. Yeah, every time. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. No. You. What's your background again?
I mean, I am a. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Uh huh.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh, well,
Exactly,
that's
fine.
understood.
I want
I
to
am
say
a
like
yes.
Indubitably.
whatever student is, but I can't remember what they call
I
it.
think,
Scholar?
I
Scholar,
think you
maybe.
either went scholar or
Sage,
sage.
sage.
There we go.
Sage,
Yep,
there
And
it
if I
is.
remember correctly,
I went researcher, in fact. But
yeah, if I remember correctly, sage is if you don't know the knowledge, you know where to get the knowledge.
exactly.
Yeah. So you moonlight essentially at a university. This university definitely has a theater department. That's probably why you were so passionate earlier.
department.
You go to the theater
He's part of the
department.
improv club.
Yeah, you go to the theater department, and they are eager to help you with this contraption. And they already know a few tricks of the trade. They've probably done stage performance before, and they probably try to convince you to go with that chocolate syrup and red pigment concoction that the half orc at the meet cute was trying to tell you earlier. But they
Oh, and not the pig's blood.
it stains, and also it smells bad. But
Is
also,
it more realistic though?
oh, the pig's blood is definitely more realistic. But if you're trying to go with a scene where the person's like, like a vampire, for example, you'd probably want something that's a little more ingestible. I'm not going to pretend to know your scene, but if you think
Right.
that pig's blood is what you need for your vision, then for
Pig's
sure
blood is
stick with
what
the
you
pig's
need.
blood. Just be mindful. Again, it stains.
Yeah, yes, and I'm just gonna think to myself like I'm buying Baz dinner at Clarity Cafe, like a nice.
I owe Baz a lot. Oh
Yeah.
no.
But yes, thank you so much for your help. When we do get to the scene, I have a thing. I'm gonna heat up the pig's blood as well when we get to where we're doing the setup for the scene. But I'll do that when we get close enough. When it's within 20 minutes of the actual scene playing out.
For sure, sounds good. All right,
Okay.
so anything else that needs to be done?
Right. In which case, DM, I have a question. As I don't rest for 8 hours and only rest for 4, do I have time to get the armor?
All right.
If I just wanted to get it off of the
Elf
guard
advantages.
requisitions man and not Desmond.
Yeah, if you wanted to go with just basic studded armor, it would be 50 gold pieces.
I'll have it.
Okay.
Pretty
Um,
expensive, but fair enough.
Nope, that's wrong. There we go. Cool. How do I up my AC? Because it's now 15.
Just click on the AC box.
Yeah, no, I got it. Cool.
Maybe I should requisition some armor.
Yeah, you can do it later.
All
I
right.
can.
But you're one of the ones taking a long rest, correct, Monica?
Yeah, I'm taking a long rest,
And
and I have to
unfortunately,
take 8
you
hours, so
require-
I'm stuck there.
All right.
I'm gonna sometime before we do the scene, I'm going to go to Baz and express Bull's concerns to her to see if
To
she
them.
is still okay with this.
Baz is,
I
Baz
just
is
imagine
Yes,
while
they are.
Tyrandel's doing all that, he just sees Gookie's feet just poking out of his cave at the thing. He's just like he's like, what? Whatever. I got stuff to do.
Joke's
right.
on Ty. Ty doesn't know where Baz lives.
This
Nope,
is
no
this
idea.
is true. Yeah.
But just at some point before I pretend to stab you.
Oh,
Are you going to ask Liza to get a hold of Baz, or are you going to hope that Baz gets back to the guard tower at some point?
Is Baz long resting or just getting ready?
Baz is just getting ready.
Okay, in which case I will ask Liza to get hold of Baz for me and ask them to meet me somewhere.
Okay. Where do you ask?
This is how I die.
So this is where do you ask Baz to meet? Where?
Outside the noodle shop or something. Yeah,
Noodles
that'll
Noodles?
do. Yeah. Outside the noodle shop.
All right. Baz, you get the message in your head of Tyrandel's requesting to meet you outside of Noddle's Noodles, along with a bunch of other words, and it eventually gets cut off.
Thank you, Liza. Tell him I'll meet him there.
Thank you, Liza. Very
Alright.
cool.
And you guys are
Cool.
you guys eventually meet at Noddle's Noodles. I imagine Baz is probably there first because Baz was probably in Midtown, and Ty has to walk from the guard tower or get there from the guard tower.
Yeah, I'll walk this one.
Okay. Then Baz definitely gets there first. All right, Noddle's Noodles. You guys are out front.
Hey Baz, thanks for meeting me.
No problem.
So I confirmed with Bull that we're okay to do the idea. But she has some concerns, more specifically for your safety than the rest of us, as you're the one that's going to be the bait essentially. So I thought I would run them past you to see if you're still confident on the idea, or because it's not too late to not do it. It's not too late to say no. Okay.
I mean, I can't say I've ever been confident in this plan, but anything to
Yeah.
get a lead on this case, right?
She, as in Bull, she is concerned that if the person or entity that we're trying to bait is faster than us, inhuman in speed, you are actually in danger.
Hey,
If they're not a person, or they're not a humanoid creature of some kind, and they are in fact some abyssal or demonic entity, that they could autopsy you before we could do anything about it.
We definitely. Wait, am I there? I don't know if I'm there. Sorry.
No, you're not. It's just the two of them.
I'm gonna give Ty like a smack in the shoulder and be like, "Hey, you guys are gonna be there to protect me, and it's not like I can't take care of myself a little bit."
No, of course not.
Turns around, talks to the demon. Don't
So-
hurt me.
Please.
So you are still okay to do this, yeah?
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Sounds like
Okay.
a deception roll right there.
Deception.
Okay. In which case,
I broke my stress ball.
what?
No,
I swear.
that's a
I'm
good
too
sign.
stressed.
I broke
What
He's too strong.
form would you? What form would you like me to have? Because obviously, I'm not going to murder you as Tyrandal the Everguard.
Oh, so I was thinking, just some like sleazy, kind of gross-looking guy. And you know how the last one was like a woman of the night, and I like whisper that, and I'm like, a woman of the night. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be just like standing by the docks, and you're gonna like come up and like proposition me, and I'm gonna like turn you down, and then you're gonna murder me.
Oh,
If I
just like
can't
that?
have
Just
you, nobody
Like,
can.
just like straight up.
Straight up, just murder right there. I'll be like, I'll fight back a little bit, but yeah.
I can't wait to see
Okay,
this
okay.
scene.
Because I was kind of worried that you'd want some kind of scene, or like chase across the dockyard or something to draw attention. But if you just wanted like that, that's fine.
I'll scream a little bit. It'll be fine.
Can you be like near a? I don't know what contraption Herbert's made, do I?
No.
No, not really.
Okay. In that case, I'll leave that part out. I was gonna say like, can you be near a wall? So I was like, I can roll the blood up with my forearm or something out of the thing.
If I like go to walk away from you though, and you like grab me and like put your arm around me, you could just like smush it like that, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, but we don't know any of this because we don't know what contraption is made.
Yeah.
Welcome to the dance of death.
So, okay, so you just want some sleazy.
I feel like this will put like
Human
make
kind?
it
You after
easier for
human?
you, you know, like less acting, more just like, yeah, come here. Rah.
Fair enough.
Rawr.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I can probably do that.
All right.
Sweet.
Are we ready to rock?
Yeah, just a second.
Hold on, Ficus. What was that?
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
It could matter. It could matter.
It could.
While I was at the theater, in the school, can I have asked them if they have any stage weaponry?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like smush weapons.
They
Yeah, I
definitely
was looking
do.
for a dagger that you could stab, and the
Yo.
blade goes in.
100%. They definitely
okay.
have that.
Great. I'm taking that.
Yeah.
Taking it, not even asking, just
Take it's mine now.
I'll
Bring it
say.
back. I'll bring it back. It's I signed the paperwork. It's on loan.
Yeah. I'll say with your reputation at the college there, it's not an issue at all.
Fucking perfect.
Oh my god, I'm so jazzed.
man.
When we get there, like to the scene, I'm definitely like, okay, as your de facto director, here we have the machinations.
I
of
like
our
how we
plan.
went from investigating to staging a murder.
I mean, who better to stage a murder than you guys? You guys know murders in and out, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We are the.
I don't know murders. I know killing.
Yeah, I was gonna.
What a thing to say.
Sinar has a
Yeah.
a
A body
strangely
count.
real insight into how this should go down.
Yeah.
Sonara's just describing everything in vivid detail on where to stab and whatnot.
Sonara's the fucking stunt coordinator.
My eyes just gloss over.
I've been waiting for this the whole time.
All right. So, it is late at night. The chill lingers in the air as a subtle snowfall begins. You guys make your way to Lowtown. Discussing your plans in the carriage, I'll say, as you're not airing them out in Lowtown. Is that fair?
True.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yep.
Baz dressed in a simple dress, something that they don't mind getting dirty
Blood
or
on.
torn or blood on. So something they don't mind losing. Herbert showing off the blood contraption that he managed to put together with the help of the students at the university, along with the dagger that should be sufficient enough to puncture the blood bag. Sinar interjecting now and again to basically give hints or suggestions on how the swing should be, where it should hit for quote-unquote the most effectiveness. Are you guys ready?
Quote unquote.
Let's
Yes.
fucking go!
When we get to the
all
area-
right. So are you? Yeah, I was gonna say, you provided me with a dagger that's not sharp.
Yes, so let's get
Okay.
like we get out of the carriage at Lowtown, and we're gonna go do this over by the docks. But as we're walking that way, I'm gonna run you through a few things. Okay. One,
Okay.
the blood bag should be ready to burst as soon as you any pressure on it, right? What I think you should do is we want this murder to look particularly sadistic. So even after you've done the sort of slice, right, with this blunt dagger, go for some multiple stabs after the fact, right? Like over the dead body of Baz. Make it look as horrible as possible, right? As if you're stabbing, the dead body.
Yeah.
Have you two?
Baz breathes quickly.
Have you two worked out your relationship, your scenario?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I get stabbed and die.
I stab die.
You feel comfortable. You feel like it's something that you can get invested in as actors.
You see, I know I'm a terrible actor, but I'm gonna say yes anyway. Yeah. I can. Yeah.
Okay, because I need you to really feel these things, right? I need you to really feel that anger. Put it wherever it's going to feel the most real for you, so that it can come across as something that's actually happening.
Just think, Ty. You're killing me. There you go. There's your motivation.
Gookie, I don't want to actually die.
Don't want to kill you, Gookie.
And then when we're actually like near the docks, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna go into an alley for a second. And go, just a second. I need to warm the blood, and I'm gonna whisper a few words to myself. Open my notebook, which is now my spell book, and I'm going to like between my like thumb and my forefinger, as if it's a piece of flint and steel, like spark as I whisper a few words into it and create a bonfire at my feet.
Yes. Okay.
And I'm gonna warm up the blood over the bonfire.
Wait. How
Light
big
the
is this
bonfire.
bonfire that you've just whipped up in an alleyway?
It's just a small.
It's a
Small,
camp.
yeah,
It's a cantrip.
Oh right, so it's not like
Campfire.
you've created a raging inferno in this alleyway.
No,
or
it's,
anything.
it's like a back alley camp.
It would have been
Sets
hilarious.
Lowtown on fire.
On fire.
We can't find them. We'll
The
smoke them
great
out.
burning of Lowtown.
the great
Yeah.
funeral pyre.
But I will help Baz with the blood bag.
As
So
it
that
goes
it's
over my head, I'm gonna be like, oh, it stinks.
It smells strong of iron, and of course the unsettling warmth as it's pressed between your dress and your skin. It's almost like an organ.
I promise you whatever you want
Constitution.
from Clarity Cafe the next time we go, because I know that I owe you huge. Okay.
Okay.
Do I have the dagger at the minute?
Yeah, I can
Awkward
use you.
Baz.
Okay. Can I check to make sure it isn't actually sharp?
Stab
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, just stab your.
Dude, he just walks over, stabs
Yeah.
me. It's like, all right, it works.
Yeah, it was kind of like,
I don't know if you're familiar with these toys at all, but basically, you can often get plastic daggers that when you press against a hard surface, the tip kind of just like shunts in back into the hilt. But for the sake of the time period, I'll say that this is made of wood.
the wooden dagger.
Very,
Yeah.
I just don't know. I just don't know if the wooden dagger's gonna cut it performance-wise. Is it at least painted?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's painted.
Was that?
Okay.
Was that a pun?
Okay.
Was that a
I know.
Are
what?
you sure it's not gonna
cut
cut
it? Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
No, not intentionally.
Wow.
Well, I'll show you how the
Wow.
contraption works
Oh
as
my
well, Ty, so that you
gods.
can see that like if you stab, it's okay to like put some force behind a stab because it just goes right back into the hilt.
I'll just get minor bruises. It's fine.
Okay. All right.
Roll
I
a
think.
nat 20 on the stab.
I think we can. I think we can do this. Yeah.
All right. Let's find a good spot along the docks, and then the rest of us should find hiding places.
All right.
Before we split up, I'm gonna look at Ty and I'm gonna grab his hand and be like, "I trust you."
No.
And I'm gonna walk away.
So before we do
At
this,
least that makes one of us.
Before we do this,
okay, boom,
What was that?
Right.
what is that for?
cosmic omen.
Oh, and what
That's
is
how many
odd do
turns
again?
Baz has before they bleed
That
out.
means I can fuck up the enemy's roll.
Excellent. Okay.
Fantastic.
Those who are hiding, stealth rolls, please.
Oh god.
Is anyone
How
is
would-
anyone hiding near us? Although I don't suppose it matters, does it? Because I would pass
yeah.
without trace them if I can.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, this
But
is
then
What's the-
as soon
Oh,
as
this is a
as soon as I leave,
Oh, this is
then
really bad.
they
Oh,
must be-
There's water
Oh.
around, right?
Yeah, there's water around. Are you gonna go into the
Okay.
water?
It's gonna be so cold.
Wait a minute.
I am,
It's
but I'm
fucking
not
cold.
staying. I'm not staying as a goblin.
Is a fish.
Can I
I'm not
find a
just a
particularly
fish.
since
So-
I am a hear me out. Since I am a black dragonborn,
Okay.
can I find a particularly dark alleyway to
Just
hide?
dark corner to stand in.
Wearing a fucking plague mask, that's the scariest thing I've
Yeah,
ever
it's the
That is-
scariest
Plague
thing.
mask.
Just see
Um,
the whites of
Plague
his
now.
eyes.
Thankfully,
Well,
you're
no,
not.
because I've.
Mhm.
I should say my plague doctor mask is not like stark white. It's actually painted black.
Yeah, it's black. It's black. Your armor, however, how polished is it, Monsieur Paladin?
Oh no! Because I take care of my armor.
You do. It's part of being a paladin.
Can I disguise him on disguise self?
No,
It's
it's
either
disguise
yeah, it's disguise self.
Say,
Okay, let me
Baz,
have a look. See if there's
Yeah, but it
anything.
never hurt to ask.
Hey Baz, how do you feel about bees?
Yes?
Because you have the flower on your head. If I disguise myself as a bee and stay on your little flower, I can be there instantly.
I don't think you can fly though, can you?
No, but he can still walk.
I could just put him up in my little flower.
No, I just meant, can you transform
Yeah, can
into
you
a bee?
transform into a bee because a bee has a flight speed? Would a spider?
Yes, you can still transform into flying creatures. They just can't fly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, because we
interesting.
can still be stuff like ravens. What else? There's more. It's not just ravens. Sturge, flying snake, stuff like that. But you cannot use the flying speed. Your flying speed is effectively 0 until you reach level 8, and those creatures gain the ability to fly.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I've had a thought.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm assuming there's like blocks of houses around the docks. Is that right?
There's buildings. Yeah.
Let me just check. Let me just check how far my range is for this. What's the range on my one thing that I have? Hold on, let me just check. It just says concentration self. It doesn't have any sort of range or anything like that.
What is it?
It's detect thoughts from my helm of telepathy.
Oh.
Oh.
So with this, while focusing on a creature with detect thoughts, you can send an action. You can use an action to. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. As long as you maintain concentration on the spell, you can use a bonus action to send a telepathic message to a creature you are focused on. Okay.
Any
So.
creature you within 30 feet of you, I believe, is what the spell says.
Excuse me.
So this alleyway, does it go all the way to the other side?
So just to confirm, are you trying to get in a position where you could detect thoughts on, like, Baz and Ty, essentially?
I'm trying to get in a position that is fully covered, but I don't have to like actively try and hide. I can just like be around, like almost patrolling.
Oh, okay. Honestly, if
I'm
you
not in-
want to go with that angle, if you want to avoid stealth, I would say probably either a deception or a performance.
Oh, which is better?
They're both charisma based. I mean, you're a
Which is
charisma based
better?
caster.
Yeah.
Yes, this is true. This is true. Just see if there's anything I might have.
The most charismatic dragonborn ever.
Oh my god.
I'll go with performance.
Sorry, my cat keeps jumping up on my desk, and I've thrown him off like 4 times now.
Have you tried a 5th time?
Well, no, I guess I'll have to wait until he jumps up for a 5th fucking time.
I'll go with performance.
Okay, okay.
God. Go on.
Oh,
shit.
that one.
Tragic.
Ah.
I feel like I'm doing a great job, but I'm not.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
lurking.
He's just like one of those toy soldiers, and they just like.
You can't help but you try to walk around casually, almost with purpose, as if you are patrolling, but you can't help but keep looking over to where Ty and
Those-
Baz should be, or where they're going to be. You can't help but stop, maybe pace back and forth, take 2 steps, and then turn around again. You're nervous. There's a lot going on. This is a new group. There's a dangerous entity, and you have been tasked with protecting them. And all of this is making you uneasy.
I'm gonna look over at Sonar from my hiding place and go, Sonar, calm down. You're going to be fine. Oh, that's the other one. Whoops, I used the wrong one.
Okay. Well,
Oh, it's fine.
I'll understand. I understand. So you
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
give
yeah.
him advantage? You want to get him to roll again?
Yeah.
Okay, so now roll again.
That was performance, wasn't it?
What is the
Yeah.
chances of another nat one?
Can you imagine?
Don't even.
One.
Aries,
Oh,
go!
Man,
It's
that's
better.
bad.
Oh my god, that's the first time that got
You love
used,
it.
and I'm
Thank you very
so
much.
fucking happy.
Me too.
All right.
I was gonna
Thank you.
buy
Thank you
it
so
later,
much.
but
So yeah, you hear the words of Herbert, and you take a moment to just take a few deep breaths, steel yourself, and realize that yes, these people are relying on you and dependent on you, and you can't perform if you are not ready. And you manage to put off a pretty convincing performance.
Hey. Thank you so much. You really need
I made those a little cheaper, hoping that people would be enticed to use them. So
Yeah.
but yeah.
I would have had enough today for the first time to actually like do one, but now I'm happy that I have a few points left over for the
Hey.
next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We'll get our 2 stars to roll performance.
Oh,
oh fuck.
Yeah.
I'm doing it now.
yeah.
I'm
mean,
gonna
honestly,
get Baz to roll first.
my question is, does the
God.
do the effects help at all with the performance?
Oh no.
It will lower the DCs.
Okay, great.
Oh shit. I can't even see performance. It's so low.
Come on.
All right.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
scared.
It was not a good start.
Can I, you know what? I'm burning my goddamn point. Okay.
Ah,
no, no,
Oh.
Oh,
it's done.
oh, thank God.
All right.
It's gonna do inspiration. But
Bubble is impeccable. Everybody believes that Bubble wants to kill Baz.
Also, Bubble, what form did you take for this?
So I just want to look like a human. A little shorter than let's say something like 5'6" or something. Fairly
Okay.
fairly short.
Me.
Yeah, fairly short. It's okay. It's a good reason for it.
Okay.
I haven't got to bend down as. Oh no, I shouldn't be too short because then it'll look weird, won't
You
it?
gotta reach up to
Alright.
stab me in the
Yeah,
neck. Yeah.
yeah. I'll be like 5'11" or something.
There you
Not
go.
quite,
Okay,
not
you'll,
quite
you'll,
6
you'll be
foot,
a
not
height
quite 6
complementary
foot.
to Baz. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Do I get to change I can change my armor and everything, right? It's a full
It's a full on
like
disguise.
a full
yeah.
disguise
Yeah.
set.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna have some like black greasy hair
Okay,
that's
ooh.
kind of all pushed over to one side. So it's
Ugh.
kind of looks like he's got ready for a night out, but then just got drunk in the house instead or something.
Gross. I love
And
it. Yeah.
Gross, I love it.
yeah, and looks like a black shortish coat, doesn't go any lower than the waist, and
Mhm.
just some grey trousers and nondescript shoes. So he doesn't look too like he's making an effort.
Okay.
Well, my
Alright.
time just got extended due to technical problems.
Oh, I was a little.
Good.
I was gonna say I know that we all have like 10 minutes left, so we're getting close to this climax, and then I was gonna.
Oh, I was gonna say my time just extended. Dying Light 2 isn't loading. I have to verify files.
Oh, okay. Well, that helps.
Okay. So does Baz, are you just waiting like near the docks or?
I'm gonna kind of look
there?
like I'm like walking home or something, like walking across this whatever courtyard or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, near the docks. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll see like I'll sort of stumble out of an alleyway a little bit, looking like I've had a few. I've had a good night in Lowtown, if there is such a thing.
Now, I do have to ask, just to make sure that everybody's comfortable with this, with the scenario that you guys set up, Baz posing as the Lady of the Night, and Tyrandel posing as somebody who is hoping to purchase services. Are we comfortable with loose RP, or would we rather gloss over?
I mean,
That's really up to you two.
I mean, it's up to
Yeah.
the two people doing the...
Like I don't know how good you think my RP is, but
Yeah, me too.
but I mean I'm fine with it.
Yeah, we don't have to use words or anything like that. Just basically, generalize. Say like, I asked the dialogue that we went over, and then you guys can describe like the running type dealio or the scene.
I don't specifically know what that means, but
Okay.
like I'm good to just talk like I'm trying to pay Baz for a service if
Oh.
everyone's okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
with it.
I'm cool with that.
Yep.
I'm not gonna be that,
Express discomfort at any time, guys. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be that weird about it.
Yeah.
or
Just don't be
anything.
too weird about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be that guy that makes it
Hey!
awkward.
Fucking
Hey, baby.
Disgusting.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll kind of stagger out of an alleyway a bit and lean against a wall and look for Baz, who I assume I see as they're not hiding.
Very plain sight.
So, so he'll psych himself up a little bit and he'll just kind of look down into the wall a bit and just. And he'll go around the corner towards Baz. And I'm going to try and creep a little bit, not specifically to frighten Baz, but just so as maybe they don't know I'm there so well, so it's a little more frightening when I come up to them. And as I get close, I'll just shout at them, Hey, how much? How much for a nice night?
Baz will like turn around, see that it's like who they assume is Ty, because I didn't see Ty transform at all, and
Shit.
just like and just like keep walking as if like the girl's ignoring the guy, right?
Okay, I'll pace a little faster to catch up. Like, perhaps you didn't hear me. How much is it for a nice night?
As you get closer, I'll like walk a little faster and be like, "I'm not interested, buddy," and keep going.
Okay, so I'll get real close and I'll grab them.
Mhm.
It's like, just a little time. Doesn't need to be much.
It's so creepy.
30 seconds. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a 30-second elf. Sorry.
I I love it.
The
This is
second
sick.
Oh
wonder.
my god.
Baz will be like, I said I'm not interested, and give him like a little shove.
Is there like a wall nearby or
Oh
something?
gods.
Or like an alley or something.
No, not an alley. I want like a
A
wall.
will a lamppost
or-
suffice?
yeah,
Or-
it's
Mhm,
lamppost
mhm, mhm.
side of a building or something.
Yeah.
So I'll push them to the wall and rest my forearm up against their chest. It's like, come on.
Baz is like really freaked out at this point because they still don't 100% know it's Ty, and will like kind of give like a little tap on Ty's arm, like, "Hi, is this you?"
Yeah, I'll give them a wink, to
It's
sort of
horrifying and
relieve
it's
some of the tension. I'll try and fly a wink in so as other people, if there was anybody watching, don't notice it, but I suppose they won't as I'm just like face against them looking at a wall.
I'll say that you guys are able to convey that this is each other.
Okay, good. The performance was good, right? So we're
Yeah,
okay.
Good performance.
yeah.
Solid performance.
Yeah, rolled- we
solid
rolled well.
performance.
Baz will be like, "Get away from me, you old creep," and like try to struggle away.
I don't really know how to. I don't know how to go about this because
Yeah, well,
like
you got,
You
At some
could
point,
just
I've
know
got to stab them.
words.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna punch you in the face and then try to walk away.
okay, that'll do.
Okay, that'll do.
That'll get the anger
I
out.
mean, I'll let you roll an attack against me if you want.
Oh, is that just be unarmed? I don't. What is that? Is that just strength?
Yeah, strength.
Misses.
Just watch you roll a nat 20 and just fucking clean me up.
Just deck him.
Fucking knocks him out.
It's okay. It doesn't beat my armor class, but
Absolutely, you gotta pretend.
okay.
that
So
hit
it's good enough. And it's like miserable bitch, and I'll slash at the blood pack with the dagger that I
Yep.
have not mentioned that I hid at my waist, but have hidden at my waist.
Yeah, we'll assume.
So there'll be like hopefully there'll be like a spray of blood. Does it cut the bag or does it just like run out of holes?
So yeah, the
So you wanna? It has
Herbert-
holes, so you'll wanna like
Yeah,
give
I
it some
explained how
force
to
so that
use
it
it.
squishes
So,
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you press up against it, like just below where your hand is.
Oh,
now
okay.
on-
In which case
it'll
I'll
push the
stab.
blood up, yeah.
I'll stab into it in that case.
Yeah.
Rather than
The,
it being a slash, I'll stab into it.
the faux blade pushes back into the hilt as designed. So, Baz, your heart stops for a moment as you see him brandish the dagger, and you feel it press against your chest, and you feel that warm blood bag under your dress fold under this dagger, but you don't feel the dagger, and you start feeling the warm blood pooling down the front of your dress.
I'll scream and like push away from him and try to run away as if like I'm injured, but I'm not down yet. You know.
This is horrifying.
You know?
You guys are like really into
This
it.
is a whole thing. It's
a
gotta
whole
be
thing.
a
It's a
masterpiece,
whole
okay?
thing.
Oko's gonna be like, and nothing happened.
And nothing
Yeah.
happened.
This was all for nothing.
Just for sake of brevity and for not drawing this out, I will say that Baz attempts to get out of Ty's grasp, but he grabs onto their arm, pulling them back, and a series of stabs in the designated area.
Yeah, like
ensues.
another two or three or
3 or
something.
5.
5 or 10, you
Whoa,
know?
whoa,
Yeah,
five's a bit many. I
We
don't
want
want to
a particularly
overdo it.
sadistic
Just
time.
add
Yeah.
37 times on the chest.
Yeah,
Oh.
and like
there's a spatter of warm pig's blood that goes across your face as
yeah,
as-
could I get
as-
like could I get I'm assuming some blood lands on the dagger, so can I get like a few cross swipes in so it looks like there's a bit of a spray
yeah.
around the body?
I'm imagining it in the street light. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like the
un-
spray.
under-
Yeah, under
the
a street light
yeah.
or something,
Yeah.
just slashing away.
Slashing in the
And
moonlight.
so I guess like when we eventually get to the point where Baz is pretending to be dead, like, cheers, bro. That was great. Thanks for that. It turned a light up on me.
But yes, Baz eventually performs falling limp
Death.
in your grasp, and you slowly, safely guide them to the ground.
Yeah. I don't want to drop them, but I'll kind of. Yeah, it's got to be convincing. It's got to be convincing.
And in the shower, you can take a standing height. So
Yeah,
you're
sure.
fine.
And as he stands up and finishes, he'll clean the dagger off on his forearm, and look about to see if anyone's watching. And I actually want to see if anyone's watching, but kind of he'll act looking around to see if anybody saw.
All right. Spattered with pig's blood, standing over Baz's pretending to be killed corpse. You take a glance around, peering with your extended night vision as you're looking into the alleyways and along the docks, looking towards the water, seeing if there's anything you can spot as the snow slowly falls around you. That is where we're going to end.
I'm dead.
He spots an octopus.
You spot an octopus in the water.
The googie octopus.
All right.
I'm just laying in the snow. I failed my stealth check.
I thought you were on the flower.
I said in the chat that I'm just gonna take my failed roll.
Okay, gotcha. That's what it meant. Gotcha. All right. Thank you guys.
I was gonna go with a reef shark and then like flavor it to be a Greenland shark, but I was like, nah, cold water. I'll deal with it.
It's brutal that we wait 2 weeks to find out if it had any effect or not. Brutal.
Oh my god! I did not expect you guys to take this direction with everything. That was fantastic.
We are
Well, that's okay. I didn't either.
I was just sort of like.
I like the idea.
Take a bow, our two great actors.
Yeah.
Take a bow.
They can't take a bow. They're on the ground.
Great performance.
I'm
One
dead.
of them is.
Sorry, if I guess you were saying.
No, it was just sort of like we can either like try to get ahead of it or act reactively. Do you know what I mean? And it was like policing is so reactive. We got to be proactive, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's, even if it doesn't work, at least we can say we tried something to like stay proactive in our investigation rather than like wait for a second body to turn up.
And of course, rule of cool and stuff is it was a good idea and it was cool, so we went with it.
Rule of
really
cool.
fucking cool.
Yeah, everybody was comfortable with everything. Nothing crossed the line with anyone here. Is everyone okay?
Yeah.
No, I mean, for me, it was sick.
I wish I was the one that was stabbed.
So only jealousy. We're only
jealousy.
feeling jealousy.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys again so much. I'm going to do this little command here to get everybody. Oh shit! I just realized I haven't added Jevel to this yet. Fuck. Jevel, are
Also,
you?
great to meet you, Jevel.
Just type Angevel.
Angel.
Well, it's Jevel is in his Twitch name. It's Pyromaniac something.
Yep, Pyromaniac 101.
There we go. So we'll get that going. So shout out to Pyromaniac 101.
Gonna be faster than that, boys.
Oh, I fucking misspelt it. Oh my god.
Don't worry, I saved the spelling. I already
Anywho,
saved it.
we had oh, you already got it. Okay, cool. Top left-hand corner, we have the Fickle Ficus, the underscore Fickle Ficus, who plays Herbert, our scholarly monk, and moonlighting as a director, maybe. We have in the center, we have our changeling bard rogue, played by casually Bananas. We have on the top right, we have Tyrandel, played by Invincibubble without the E. Then we have on the bottom left, we have Gookie, played by Dividable Llama 0619. Yes, 0619. In the middle, we have Monica, played by Karinga12. And then lastly, we have Sinar, played by Pyromaniac 101. Thank you guys again so much for being such an amazing cast. I am going to start doing the sign off, and you guys are welcome to stick around and chat if you want to do any post-chat talk. I'll be there momentarily.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye for now.
Deafin. All right, and then we go to the musics. Here we go. Oh boy, so whenever people ask me if I have any advice for DMing, Now, I'm not gonna say that I'm a good DM. Like, I'm still kind of like learning my bearings as DM. But whenever somebody asks, what does it take to be a good DM? I always tell them improv. You have to be good at adjusting on the fly, changing things on your feet. You could write an entire module, word for word, quest for quest, on what you think your players are going to do, and they're likely not going to do the first chapter. Okay? They're going to go off on their own little adventure, because at the end of the day, this is their story. And you're the only one there, or you're only there to basically uphold the rules of not only the game, but the world. So, yeah, I wasn't expecting it to go in that at all, but I'm very eager for the next time we do this. Next session should be February 19th, and it will be starting at noon Eastern Standard Time. If you guys are into Discord, if Discord's your thing, Discord is also where I post whenever I'm going live or when I'm scheduling specialty streams like a D&D stream. So feel free to check out our Discord to catch up on that and when the next episode's going to be. If you're new here and you don't quite know exactly what's going on, I'd recommend going to my YouTube channel. I upload the VODs from previous episodes, and you guys will be able to go through, get to know the characters a little bit better, and catch up on the story so far. I will warn, episode 1's a little bit of a doozy, because it was supposed to be a one-off for my birthday back in June, so it was 9 hours, but we ended up turning it into a prolonged campaign, and today was episode 11. So do what I always recommend for when you're trying to catch up on a D&D podcast, is put the speed on 1.25 and listen to it while you do chores. Alright. I also just want to thank some people who made today a little extra special. So, we had Desert Rose, who followed. We had Painted Live Twitch, who followed. We had Saya's Angel, who followed. Toybox Tunes, who followed. Proxima, who followed. And Bowboy, who subbed with a tier 3. Thank you guys again so much for making today that much special. I hope you enjoyed today as much as I did. And, geez, what are my players going to do next? I don't know. But I've shelled at the Discord. I have told you guys the next date. I've thanked people. I guess now is my favorite part of the day, where we take this little community to somebody else. So let's find out who is live. You know what? I think I'm gonna rate this person today. So, this person is a fellow VTuber and has been a member of the community for a while. Oh, Hydrate, thank you. Hydrate Redeem, thank you so much. But yeah, this person is a fellow VTuber and has been with the community for a while. So let's pop on over and say hello to Okomie, who is a red shark VTuber. But yes, let's go say hi to them. If you guys have access to my emotes, please, 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 please copy the very first raid message there. If you do not have access to my emotes, please, please, please. Yeah, you're a little late there, Barry. It's okay, though. But yes, if you guys do not have access to my emotes, please copy the second raid message there. We can still show Okomie the love and support of the adventuring party. But yeah, Barry, feel free to stick around for the raids. This way you get a few extra points, right? A few extra channel points. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for being so amazing. I can't wait to see you all again on Monday. And until then, I guess this is bye-bye.